Dear beloved, ask, and it shall be given you, seek, and ye shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For every one that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. Matthew 7:7-8. Beloved ones of the Spirit, today I invite you to walk with me beyond the veil of appearances, beyond the illusions of limitation, into the very quantum essence of creation. We stand before a sacred mystery, one hidden in plain sight, that the world we live in is fluid. A divine hologram. A responsive field. A living word, shaped by the frequency of our gaze. For the Christ did not say, maybe, it will be given. He said, ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened unto you. These are active codes. Living affirmations. Quantum keys. This is the spiritual science of reality. We live in a spiritual matrix, a quantum field that responds to conscious perception. And when we gaze with intent, with emotion, with the light of the heart, the field shifts. It morphs. It echoes back what we believe we are worthy to see. The power of the gaze. Your gaze and eyes are the projectors of energy, and your heart is the lens. When you look upon the world with luck, the quantum field, like a mirror, reflects back luck. And when you look with trust, with praise, with expectation of abundance, doors open. Realities reorganize. This is the ancient mystery of the third eye, the awakened understanding that what you focus on with spiritual awareness becomes the blueprint of your experience. So what do you gaze upon? What frequency do your eyes agree with? Let us now gaze, then with wealth consciousness. Let us look upon the symbol, dollar, as a spiritual portal, a signal of the energy of flow. The sacred symbol of dollar. This symbol, the dollar sign, is more than economics. In the quantum field, symbols are frequencies. They are keys. Archetypes. Programs. And when you gaze upon it with reverence, with gratitude, the universe responds. Gaze at it as though it is the name of a divine current. Speak it like a psalm, dollar. Breathe it like a mantra. To activate the portal it represents. It is the signature of flow. The spiral of energy and supply. A symbol of movement and exchange. As you gaze through it, you are no longer asking as one in need, but as one who knows the treasury of heaven lies behind every door, a treasury that opens through frequency. Ask, seek, knock, through frequency. Ask from alignment. Seek with illuminated vision. Knock, with the resonance of faith. Because the door you knock upon is vibrational. It opens with energy. The kingdom responds to vibration. And so, if your eyes look through the lens of abundance, if your emotions hum with gratitude and expectancy, if your inner vision is flooded with golden light, the quantum field bends. The hologram shifts. And what you seek seeks you. Reality is responsive. This world is coded by your consciousness. You are the programmer of your reality. And the interface is your gaze. Your focus. Your feeling. So look at your bank account with creative fire. Speak to it as Christ spoke to the fig tree. Speak life. Speak increase. Speak abundance. Look at the dollar symbol as a mirror, reflecting your belief in supply, your willingness to receive, your readiness to expand. A prayer to align the gaze. Let us pray now in the silence of the heart. Divine Source, open the eyes of my understanding. Let me gaze through the lens of abundance. Let me see the dollar symbol as a symbol of spiritual flow. Let me attune to the frequency of giving and receiving. Let every door I knock upon open with ease. Let every thought be dissolved by light. For you are my source, and your supply is infinite. I now align with your endless generosity, and I open myself to financial miracles, in accordance with divine law, in alignment with grace. Amen. And so I say unto you, beloved, the eyes you look through are the keys you knock with. Look through the symbol of abundance, and you shall see abundance. Look through the lens of supply, and you shall receive. This is mystical law. This is God's grace flowing through frequency. And it is written, to him that knocketh, it shall be opened. May your eyes be blessed to see the gates of gold. May your gaze unlock new dimensions of prosperity. And may you walk as a radiant co-creator in this living, programmable reality. Amen. And so it is. Ask, and it shall be given you, seek, and ye shall find, knock, and it shall be opened unto you. For every one that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. Matthew 7:7-8. Brothers and sisters of the eternal light, we are gazing through the world. And the way we gaze, the frequency we hold within our vision, determines the shape of our experience. We have gathered today to enter a higher understanding. One where we see that Scripture, when read with spiritual eyes, reveals the hidden architecture of creation. When Jesus spoke those words, ask, and it shall be given, he was not only describing divine generosity. He was revealing a universal law, a quantum principle, encoded in the language of the soul. This is instruction. This is activation. The holographic design of the kingdom reality is fluid. It is alive. It is holographic, a divine projection of the mind of God. It is programmable, through frequency. And you, beloved, are the observer. The one with the sacred gaze. As quantum physics now echoes what Scripture long ago declared, the observer influences the field. The gaze itself, your look, your focus, your emotion, becomes the command that shapes the code. So when you ask, you are programming. When you seek, you are aligning. When you knock, you are vibrating at the threshold of manifestation. And to the one who gazes through the frequency of abundance, the field opens like a scroll. The symbol of dollar, a frequency key. Now let us speak of this symbol, dollar. It is a vibrational emblem. A modern symbol. In the divine field of symbols, dollar holds the frequency of exchange, prosperity, and flow. When your gaze rests upon riches, it becomes a bank. And when you gaze upon it with light, with trust, with expectancy, it becomes a gate. Yes, it opens doors. It acts like a password to the financial matrix of reality. And when paired with intention, prayer, and frequency, it becomes a point of access into a parallel where supply is already flowing. This is interface. You are waking up the part of your mind that can interact with the field of wealth. When your energy harmonizes with the frequency of financial abundance, and your eyes gaze through the symbol of dollar, you are telling the universe, I am ready. I am open. I am vibrating at the level of provision. And the field responds, because of law. The gaze that creates Jesus did not say, it might be given. He said, it shall. But the one who receives is the one who perceives correctly. Who aligns their inner gaze with heaven's design. If you see yourself as lucky, the field bends toward luck. If you see yourself as blessed, the field mirrors blessing. Because we are the light through which the world is filtered. And every time you look at the symbol of dollar with a heart of trust, with the breath of affirmation, with the faith of a seeker who knows God's goodness, you are literally tuning your inner software to access the reality of abundance. You are no longer begging at the door of heaven. You are entering the code. A spiritual interface with supply. Let us stop thinking of provision as something out there. It is already within the field. Already encoded into your script. The dollar symbol is just one of many interface points, a symbol that helps your soul remember the truth of flow. When you gaze through this symbol, hold this prayer: as I look upon the dollar symbol, I see movement. I see energy. I see generosity. I see flow. I open myself to the reality where the gates of supply are already open. I align with the field of divine circulation. I see myself through the lens of wealth, and I walk into the experiences that match. This is divine programming. You are setting your vision upon the frequency of overflow. You are knocking with your eyes, and heaven is responding with yes. Let there be light in your vision, beloved. Let light return to your eyes. Let your gaze no longer wander in darkness. Let your focus no longer waver in doubt. Place your spiritual attention on the frequency of abundance. Look through the symbol of dollar as a window. See the quantum realm bending in your favor. See the doors open because you are knocking with light. You are seeking with love. You are asking with certainty. You live in a reality that responds. You live in a field that listens. And as it is written, to everyone that asketh, receiveth. So look through the symbol of prosperity with reverence. Breathe through it with faith. Walk through it with peace. And let the treasury of heaven pour into your life, in ways beyond reason, but always in alignment with your gaze. Amen. The dollar symbol, and so it is. Let the eye become a portal, and the symbol a key. Sit with this. You are gazing through a dream made of light. A reality coded in frequency, mirrored in thought, responding to your energy. You live in a hologram. A sacred mirror. A field of vibration. A quantum matrix, responsive. Responding to the shape of your soul, to the tone of your gaze. Every look you cast, every emotion you broadcast through your vision, is a seed sown into the soil of the field. This is the divine technology of being. Now consider this: what happens when you gaze through the dollar symbol? With alignment, with reverence, with understanding. The dollar symbol is a frequency signature. It is a symbol of circulation, an ancient shape, winding like a serpent of flow, a channel for exchange, value, movement. When you project through it, when you look at the world with the dollar symbol in your mind's eye, you are transmitting a signal into the quantum field: I am now attuned to the current of wealth. I see through the eyes of value. I welcome the encoded energy of provision. And the field responds. This reality, this program we call the world, is not governed by circumstance alone, it is sculpted by perception. The gaze is creative. It speaks, commands, calls forth. When you hold positive energy within your gaze, you become a magnet for experiences of like vibration. Gratitude attracts more to be grateful for. Confidence draws pathways to success. And the dollar symbol, when carried with loving focus, becomes a lens that unlocks the dimension of abundance. Visualize this: the dollar symbol begins to spin before you, multidimensional, alive with golden light, codes, memories of every transaction of giving and receiving. And as you gaze through it, the quantum field begins to ripple. Doors shimmer open. Conversations appear. Negotiations begin, in patterns, alignments, magnetic crossings. The dollar symbol becomes a mirror reflecting your intention, a key negotiating on your behalf, a satellite orbiting the unseen, bringing back connections, opportunities, overflow. You do not chase money. You harmonize with its current. You project the energy of prosperity, and the field echoes that signal back. So breathe now. Let the dollar symbol rise before your inner vision. Gaze through it like a sacred lens. Let your mind carry the symbol with peace and dignity. Let your feelings send waves of worthiness, gratitude, and faith. Know this truth: my gaze is creative. The symbol I project is a gate. I live in a responsive universe. I tune myself to wealth, and wealth tunes itself to me. This is the mystical science of abundance. This is quantum stewardship. This is holy vision. You are not waiting for wealth. You are looking into it. And it is looking back. Amen. The dollar symbol, and so it flows. The eye is the sender. The symbol is the signal. The field is listening. Breathe softly now. And open the hidden eye behind the eyes. You are not simply in the world. You are interfacing with it. The world you see is responsive. It is a holographic veil. A shimmering program. A quantum sea of pure possibility. Waiting for instruction. And what gives instruction? Your gaze. Your gaze is a projector. It sends your frequency into the matrix. And what you gaze through becomes the language of your command. Now let this symbol rise before you. See it for what it is in the field, a living frequency symbol. A symbol of prosperity. A code recognized by the universal field as the signature of value, flow, and transaction. The moment you look at the world through this symbol, something begins to shift. You are no longer simply seeing, you are transmitting. You are broadcasting a message that says, I am aligned with circulation. I honor the frequency of wealth. I am attuned to financial expansion. And the field responds. The quantum field moves by resonance. It listens to your vibration. And the dollar symbol is a symbol that carries the resonance of exchange. When you gaze through it with positive energy, you activate its higher function. You become not just a receiver of wealth, but a participant in its movement. You become a node in the grid of divine economy, a place where spiritual and material flow converge. Your gaze becomes the handshake between soul and supply. And the dollar symbol becomes your ambassador, negotiating with the field, opening doors, arranging timelines. Imagine this now: a golden dollar symbol hovers before your inner sight, rotating in light, alive with intention. You gaze through it as through a sacred lens. It begins to vibrate, to pulse, to signal. The moment your feeling harmonizes with its frequency, the field takes notice. It bends. It shifts. It begins to arrange encounters, ideas, and channels. You don't force it, you invite it. The dollar symbol becomes like a portal, a visual mantra, a spiritual command. And what was once distant, begins to move toward you. So pause now, and speak to the field, with your energy. With your eyes. Gaze through the dollar symbol and silently project, I honor the symbol of abundance. I gaze with the eyes of gratitude. I project the frequency of supply. I trust the field to respond, because I am tuned to receive. Let this be your daily practice. Gaze with light. Feel with peace. Project with trust. For this is mystical technology. You are not waiting for wealth. You are speaking its language. And it is listening. Amen. The dollar symbol. Let the gates of gold unfold. Begin by finding a comfortable position. Allow your eyes to gently close. And take a slow, deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. And exhale fully, releasing all tension. With each breath, feel yourself drifting deeper. Deeper into a state of calm, of openness, of receptive stillness. Now, imagine yourself standing before a vast, shimmering veil, a veil made of light and sound. A holographic field. A quantum matrix. A divine program that responds to the frequency of your gaze. Know, deep within, that this field is alive. That it listens to your energy, to the way you look upon the world, and that it opens doors where your attention flows. Picture your eyes becoming radiant portals, projecting energy. Your gaze is a sacred beam, a transmitter sending signals into the field of infinite possibility. Now, bring into your mind's eye the symbol of the dollar sign, dollar, see it glowing softly, pulsing with golden light. This is no ordinary symbol. It is a powerful frequency key. A vibrational gateway to abundance, prosperity, and flow. As you gaze through this symbol, feel its energy merging with your own. You breathe in the vibration of dollar. You exhale it out into the field. A dance of attraction begins. The quantum field responds, it receives your signal. It negotiates on your behalf, opening doors that were once closed, unfolding opportunities like petals in the morning sun. With every breath, your connection deepens. The dollar symbol frequency and your gaze become one harmonious flow. You are aligned. You are in sync. You are the co-creator of your abundant reality. Allow yourself now to feel the fullness of this truth, that you live in a hologram that reflects your light. A quantum field that dances to your frequency. A reality that bends and flows according to where you place your gaze. Let this awareness sink deeply into your subconscious, planting seeds of abundance that grow with every breath, every thought, every glance. Now, gently bring your attention back. Feeling refreshed, empowered, and aligned with the infinite flow of financial abundance. Know that you carry this radiant frequency with you always. The portal of the gaze. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Imagine your gaze becoming a glowing portal into the quantum field. As you breathe in, feel the dollar symbol appearing within your mind's eye. With every breath, this frequency expands, radiating positive energy. Your gaze now projects this powerful vibration, opening gates of abundance unseen but deeply felt. The holographic mirror. Relax deeply and see before you a vast holographic mirror. Your eyes become the lens through which the mirror reflects abundance. As you focus on the dollar symbol, feel it shimmer and pulse with light. Your gaze sends a coded signal into the quantum matrix, and the field begins to respond, aligning circumstances, opportunities, and wealth to your intention. The quantum signal. Inhale slowly and imagine your eyes emitting a beam of golden light. Within this light floats the frequency of the dollar sign, dollar. This signal enters the quantum field, where it negotiates on your behalf. Feel the energy ripple, bending reality gently, guiding the flow of financial abundance to you effortless. The sacred frequency. Close your eyes and visualize the sacred symbol of dollar glowing in the center of your forehead. Breathe deeply and let your gaze project this frequency into the quantum field. Each pulse of your breath weaves prosperity through the fabric of your reality. The field receives and answers your call, opening doors with infinite grace. The dance of light and currency. Feel your breath deepen as your eyes become radiant beacons. The dollar sign, dollar, spins and dances within your inner vision. Your gaze transmits this sacred dance into the hologram of life. Watch as the quantum field responds with waves of opportunity and flow, inviting abundance into your life. The energy of exchange. Relax and breathe into the sensation of your gaze becoming magnetic. Visualize the dollar symbol infused with pure positive energy. Project this energy outward, into the quantum sea of possibility. The field listens and responds, creating an exchange where giving and receiving flow freely and abundantly. The radiant lens. With eyes closed, imagine your gaze transforming into a radiant lens. Focus this lens on the dollar symbol glowing softly within. Breathe in its frequency, letting it infuse your entire being. As you exhale, send this vibration into the quantum field. Feel doors opening, pathways forming, and abundance flowing to you. The quantum negotiator, breathe deeply and see before you the dollar symbol as a living emissary. Your gaze becomes its voice, negotiating with the quantum field. Feel the subtle currents shift around you as this sacred negotiation unfolds. Trust that the field aligns your energy with infinite streams of wealth and opportunity. The wave of prosperity. Inhale the energy of the dollar symbol into your heart. Exhale this energy through your eyes, sending waves into the holographic matrix. Each wave is a message, a vibration of prosperity and flow. The field responds with currents of financial abundance flowing directly to you. The sacred contract. Close your eyes and feel your gaze inscribe a sacred contract into the quantum field. This contract is written in the frequency of dollar. It binds you to the flow of abundance, prosperity, and ease. With every breath, this contract strengthens, and the field fulfills its promise to open doors and pathways. The golden key. Relax deeply as your gaze holds the dollar symbol like a golden key. This key unlocks the chambers of the quantum field. Breathe the energy of this key deeply, feel its power pulse through you. As you project it outward, doors of financial opportunity swing open wide. The flowing circuit. Feel your gaze become a circuit of flowing energy. The dollar symbol pulses at the center, sending rhythmic waves into the hologram. Each wave harmonizes with the quantum field, creating a feedback loop of attracting, negotiating, and receiving abundance effortless. The light of abundance. Close your eyes and see a brilliant light shaped like dollar forming within your third eye. This light beams out through your gaze, casting radiant energy into the quantum field. Each beam pulls prosperity closer, weaving abundance into every corner of your reality. The quantum weaver. Breathe deeply and imagine your gaze weaving threads of dollar energy through the quantum tapestry. With each thread, the field realigns, creating patterns of wealth and ease. Feel yourself becoming a master weaver, shaping your financial reality through the sacred frequency of your gaze. The infinite reflector. Relax and envision your eyes as infinite reflectors. Through these reflectors, the dollar symbol glows brightly, sending ripples into the holographic field. These ripples attract aligned opportunities, partners, and resources. The field reflects back to you a reality rich with financial abundance and flow. The quantum gaze of wealth. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Feel your gaze transform into a radiant beam of light. This beam carries the frequency of the dollar sign, dollar. As you breathe out, project this golden frequency into the quantum field. The field listens, rearranging pathways, opening doors, and welcoming abundance. The symbol as frequency. Relax and envision the dollar symbol shimmering before your inner eye. Your gaze becomes a transmitter of this sacred frequency. With every breath, you send this vibration into the holographic field. The reality around you shifts, inviting financial blessings aligned with your intention. The holographic matrix response. Feel your body soften and your mind quiet. Imagine the world as a hologram responding to your energy. Through your gaze, you send a coded pulse of dollar frequency. The matrix bends, making room for new streams of prosperity to flow into your life. The sacred eye of prosperity. Close your eyes and sense your gaze opening like a flower. Inside it glows the dollar symbol, pulsing with life and power. Your gaze sends waves of this sacred vibration into the quantum field. Doors to opportunity and wealth begin to open effortless. The flow of currency. Light. Breathe slowly and deeply. Imagine your gaze as a lighthouse beam shining through the mist. This light carries the currency symbol, dollar, infusing the quantum sea with signals of wealth. Feel the current of abundance rushing toward you, guided by your focused gaze. The negotiating gaze. Relax and see your eyes as emissaries negotiating with the field. The dollar symbol appears as their banner, signaling intent. Each breath you take fuels this negotiation. Watch as the quantum field aligns resources, people, and pathways in your favor. The golden frequency activation. Feel the pulse of the dollar sign, dollar, ignite within your chest. Your gaze amplifies this golden frequency as you breathe. Send this energy outward, into the holographic grid. The programmed reality responds, unlocking gates of financial abundance. The quantum seed of abundance. With eyes closed, imagine planting a glowing seed shaped like dollar deep in the quantum soil. Your gaze waters it with radiant positive energy. This seed grows and blossoms, attracting prosperity through invisible channels responding to your frequency. The radiant gateway. Relax and visualize your gaze opening a gateway shaped like the dollar symbol. Through this gateway flows a river of golden light and wealth. Each breath widens the gate, allowing more abundance to flow easily and naturally toward you. The flowing circuit of wealth. Feel your gaze become a circuit sending pulses of the dollar symbol frequency. These pulses interact with the holographic field, activating currents of abundance. As you breathe, the circuit strengthens, attracting financial opportunities with ease. The vibrational doorway. Close your eyes and sense your gaze creating a doorway made of light and dollar symbols. This door vibrates with infinite possibilities. Step mentally through this doorway and allow the quantum field to mirror back abundance in many forms. The cosmic signal. Relax and imagine your gaze as a cosmic transmitter. The dollar symbol frequency pulses from your eyes into the quantum field. This signal calls forth synchronized events, relationships, and opportunities that bring financial growth and security. The light code of wealth. With calm breath, see the dollar sign, dollar, inscribed in pure light before your mind's eye. Your gaze encodes this light into the quantum matrix. Feel the field rewrite your financial story, opening channels for unlimited prosperity. The magnetic frequency. Feel your gaze magnetize with the power of the dollar symbol. This magnetic frequency pulls favorable conditions and resources from the hologram. Breathe in this magnetic power, knowing abundance is naturally drawn to you. The infinite reflection. Close your eyes and imagine your gaze reflecting infinitely through a prism of dollar symbols. Each reflection amplifies the frequency of wealth. The quantum field receives this multiplied vibration and mirrors back infinite abundance in your life. The gaze that programs reality. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Feel your gaze becoming a laser beam of pure positive energy. See the dollar symbol glowing within your mind's eye. With each breath, your gaze projects this frequency into the quantum field. The hologram responds, reshaping your reality to open pathways of wealth. The frequency of prosperity. Relax as you imagine your eyes emitting waves of golden light infused with the dollar symbol's vibration. This sacred frequency flows into the quantum sea. The programmed reality adjusts, inviting opportunities and abundance to come forth effortless. The holographic lens of abundance. Feel your gaze transforming into a crystal lens through which you see infinite possibilities. Focus now on the dollar symbol shimmering within this lens. Your gaze projects this frequency, and the quantum field begins to rearrange, negotiating pathways for financial flow. The quantum dialogue. Close your eyes and sense your gaze speaking silently to the quantum field. The language you use is the vibration of the dollar sign, dollar. As you breathe, this dialogue intensifies, calling forth abundance and aligning you with open doors of prosperity. The sacred emissary. Breathe deeply as your gaze becomes a sacred emissary, carrying the dollar symbol frequency into the quantum field. Feel the energy ripple as the field responds, adjusting the holographic program to mirror financial abundance in your experience. The golden signal. Relax and imagine your gaze sending a golden signal encoded with the power of dollar. This signal travels through the quantum matrix. It activates gates and pathways previously unseen, leading you toward financial breakthroughs. The magnetic portal. Feel your eyes become a magnetic portal glowing with the energy of the dollar symbol. Your gaze pulls aligned opportunities, resources, and relationships from the hologram. Breathe deeply as this magnetic attraction expands and opens. The flow of currency light. Close your eyes and picture your gaze as a flowing river of light infused with the dollar symbol frequency. This river moves through the quantum field, dissolving blockages and carving channels for wealth and ease. The vibrational key. Relax and see your gaze holding a vibrational key shaped like the dollar symbol. With each breath, this key turns slowly in the lock of the quantum field. Doors begin to open, welcoming abundance and financial flow. The dance of energy and currency. Feel your gaze dancing in rhythm with the dollar symbol's frequency. This dance sends ripples through the holographic field. Each ripple shifts reality, inviting financial abundance to manifest with grace. The quantum contract. Breathe deeply as your gaze inscribes a quantum contract into the field, sealed with the dollar symbol's frequency. This contract activates aligned opportunities, resources, and wealth streams that flow effortless toward you. The radiant mirror. Close your eyes and see your gaze become a radiant mirror reflecting the dollar symbol's vibration. The holographic reality you see responds, reflecting back experiences of financial prosperity and ease. The cosmic alignment. Feel your gaze align with cosmic currents carrying the dollar symbol frequency. This alignment synchronizes your energy with the universal flow of abundance. Doors open naturally as the quantum field responds. The illuminated pathway. Relax deeply as your gaze illuminates a path lined with the glowing dollar symbol. Step mentally onto this path and watch as the quantum field lights the way with signs, opportunities, and financial flow. The infinite orbit. Close your eyes and imagine your gaze projecting the dollar symbol frequency into an infinite orbit around you. This orbit creates a field of attracting, negotiating, and opening doors. The hologram responds, bringing you constant waves of financial abundance. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze. When you gaze through positive energy, you attract positive experiences. When you gaze through and project the frequency of the dollar symbol, that frequency interacts with the quantum field, attracting, negotiating, and opening doors to abundance. The gaze of abundance. Close your eyes and feel your gaze soften, becoming a gentle beam of pure positive energy. Visualize the dollar symbol glowing within this light. As you breathe deeply, your gaze projects this sacred frequency into the quantum field. Watch as the hologram responds, opening pathways of wealth and opportunity. The quantum reflection. Relax deeply and imagine your eyes reflecting the shimmering dollar symbol. Your gaze sends waves of this frequency into the quantum matrix. Each breath you take amplifies the signal, calling forth financial flow and prosperity into your life. The frequency of wealth. Feel your gaze align with the powerful vibration of dollar. See this frequency radiate from your eyes, interacting with the quantum field around you. The programmed reality shifts in response, negotiating opportunities and unlocking doors to abundance. The magnetic gaze. Breathe slowly and deeply as your gaze becomes magnetic, infused with the energy of the dollar symbol. This magnetic force pulls aligned resources and financial blessings from the hologram. Allow this attraction to grow with every breath. The illuminated portal. Close your eyes and visualize your gaze opening a portal framed by the glowing dollar symbol. This portal leads directly into the quantum field where abundance flows freely. Step mentally through it and feel the field respond to your presence, inviting wealth. The dance of light and currency. Feel your gaze moving in harmony with the pulsating frequency of dollar. This dance sends ripples through the quantum field, shifting the hologram to favor your financial success and attract prosperity. The vibrational key. Relax and see your gaze holding a glowing key shaped like the dollar symbol. With each breath, this key turns in the lock of the quantum reality. Doors open effortless, welcoming new streams of income and abundance. The sacred signal. Feel your eyes sending a sacred signal encoded with the power of dollar. This signal travels deep into the holographic field, activating channels of wealth and negotiating favorable conditions for financial growth. The flowing river of wealth. Imagine your gaze as a flowing river of light carrying the dollar symbol frequency. This river moves through the quantum field, dissolving blocks and carving pathways that allow abundance to flow naturally toward you. The cosmic negotiator. Breathe deeply and feel your gaze acting as a cosmic negotiator, projecting the dollar symbol frequency into the quantum field. This interaction brings forth agreements, alliances, and opportunities that enhance your financial reality. The golden circuit. Close your eyes and feel your gaze become a golden circuit emitting the dollar symbol frequency. This circuit energizes the hologram, attracting prosperity and weaving a network of abundance around you. The infinite mirror. Visualize your gaze becoming an infinite mirror, reflecting the dollar symbol's vibration endlessly. The quantum field receives this multiplied frequency and mirrors back unlimited financial blessings into your experience. The radiant wave. Feel your gaze sending out radiant waves of dollar frequency into the quantum field. These waves ripple outward, shifting reality and drawing to you new sources of wealth and financial freedom. The quantum seed of prosperity. Relax and imagine planting a seed shaped like dollar deep within the quantum field. Your gaze nurtures this seed with positive energy, allowing it to grow and manifest as financial abundance in your life. The orbiting frequency. Close your eyes and sense your gaze projecting the dollar symbol frequency into a continuous orbit around you. This orbit creates a magnetic field of attraction, negotiation, and open doors, ensuring wealth flows into your reality effortless. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze, where gazing through positive energy attracts positive experiences, and projecting the frequency of the dollar symbol interacts with the quantum field to attract, negotiate, and open doors to wealth. The awakening gaze. Close your eyes gently. Feel your gaze soften inward, imagine it becoming a beacon of pure positive energy. Now see the dollar symbol shining within your gaze, sending ripples into the quantum field. With every breath, the hologram shifts, aligning to welcome abundance effortless. The quantum signal. Relax deeply as your gaze projects the sacred frequency of the dollar symbol into the quantum field. This signal is like a key unlocking invisible doors. Feel the programmed reality respond with open pathways for wealth and prosperity. The magnetic frequency. Breathe slowly, sensing your eyes glowing with the magnetic power of the dollar symbol. Your gaze draws toward you financial opportunities like a powerful magnet. Watch the quantum field negotiate and rearrange to match your energy. The holographic mirror. Feel your gaze becoming a mirror reflecting the energy of dollar. As you breathe, this reflection magnifies in the quantum hologram. Your reality bends and shapes, showing you new avenues of financial flow. The radiant portal. Imagine your gaze opening a radiant portal framed by the dollar symbol. Step through this portal with your mind's eye. Feel the quantum field respond by revealing new streams of income and prosperity. The flow of currency light. Relax and see your gaze transforming into a flowing current of light pulsing with the frequency of dollar. This current moves through the quantum field, clearing blockages and allowing financial abundance to move freely toward you. The cosmic negotiator. Breathe deeply as your gaze projects the dollar symbol frequency as a cosmic negotiator into the quantum realm. This presence rearranges circumstances, forging new contracts and alliances that bring you wealth. The vibrational key. Feel your gaze holding a glowing key shaped like the dollar symbol. Each breath turns this key in the lock of your holographic reality. Doors open, revealing unexpected financial blessings and abundance. The infinite loop. Close your eyes and sense your gaze projecting the dollar symbol frequency in an infinite loop around you. This loop spins and weaves through the quantum field, attracting endless financial opportunities and success. The golden signal. Relax as your eyes emit a golden signal imbued with the dollar symbol vibration. This signal travels through the quantum matrix, calling forth resources and wealth to align with your life. The sacred dance. Feel your gaze moving in harmony with the pulsation of the dollar symbol frequency. This sacred dance ripples through the hologram, shifting energy to manifest prosperity and ease. The flowing river. Imagine your gaze as a flowing river of light carrying the dollar symbol frequency. This river moves gracefully through the quantum field, washing away scarcity and opening channels of abundance. The radiant orb. Breathe deeply as your gaze forms a radiant orb infused with the energy of dollar. This orb orbits your being, attracting wealth and opening doors in the programmed reality. The quantum seed. Visualize planting a glowing seed of dollar frequency deep in the quantum field. Your gaze nourishes this seed with positive energy. Watch as it blossoms into tangible financial growth and abundance. The illuminated pathway. Relax and see your gaze illuminating a pathway paved with the glowing dollar symbol. This pathway leads through the hologram to abundant opportunities and financial breakthroughs. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze, where gazing through positive energy attracts positive experiences, and projecting the frequency of the dollar symbol interacts with the quantum field to attract, negotiate, and open doors to wealth. The quantum gaze awakens. Close your eyes gently, feel your gaze soften and deepen inward, envision it radiating a pure, luminous energy of positivity. See the dollar symbol emerge within your gaze, glowing with power. As you breathe slowly, this frequency flows into the quantum field, opening doors and pathways to abundant financial flow. The holographic reflection. Relax deeply and imagine your gaze becoming a mirror reflecting the radiant energy of the dollar symbol. Each breath magnifies this reflection, sending waves into the holographic quantum field that shift and rearrange your reality to invite prosperity and wealth. The magnetic currency beam. Feel your eyes become a beam of magnetic energy pulsing with the frequency of dollar. This powerful beam projects into the quantum field, drawing in opportunities, aligning resources, and negotiating with unseen forces to manifest financial abundance. The portal of prosperity. Close your eyes and see your gaze opening a shimmering portal framed by the glowing dollar symbol. Step mentally through this portal into the quantum field where abundance flows freely, and new financial doors swing open effortless before you. The flowing river of wealth. Relax as your gaze transforms into a flowing river of radiant light carrying the vibration of dollar. This river winds through the quantum field, dissolving barriers and making a clear path for financial blessings to stream into your life. The cosmic negotiator's gaze. Breathe deeply and sense your gaze projecting the dollar symbol frequency like a cosmic negotiator in the quantum realm. This presence reconfigures your holographic reality, aligning circumstances, forming new alliances, and attracting lucrative opportunities. The golden key of abundance. Feel your gaze holding a luminous golden key shaped like the dollar symbol. With each slow breath, this key turns in the lock of your holographic world, opening doors to unexpected wealth and ongoing financial prosperity. The infinite loop of prosperity. Visualize your gaze casting the dollar symbol frequency in an infinite orbit around you. This continuous loop weaves through the quantum field, magnetizing abundance and spinning open portals to new streams of income. The sacred signal of wealth. Relax as your eyes emit a sacred signal infused with the power of dollar. This signal pulses through the quantum matrix, summoning resources, opportunities, and financial miracles aligned with your intention. The dance of currency light. Feel your gaze moving in perfect rhythm with the vibrant pulse of the dollar symbol frequency. This sacred dance sends ripples through the quantum field, awakening the hologram to manifest wealth, ease, and success. The flowing current of prosperity. Close your eyes and sense your gaze becoming a flowing current of light imbued with the dollar symbol vibration. This current surges through the quantum field, washing away scarcity and welcoming financial abundance with open arms. The radiant orb of abundance. Breathe deeply and see your gaze creating a radiant orb pulsing with the energy of the dollar symbol. This orb orbits around you, attracting wealth, negotiating favorable outcomes, and opening doors in your programmed reality. The quantum seed of wealth. Imagine planting a glowing seed shaped like dollar deep within the quantum field. Your gaze nurtures this seed with warmth and positive energy. With each breath, watch it grow and bloom into tangible financial success. The illuminated pathway of fortune. Relax and see your gaze illuminating a shining pathway paved with glowing dollar symbols. This pathway guides you through the hologram to new opportunities, prosperous ventures, and financial breakthroughs. The radiant frequency of riches. Close your eyes softly and feel your gaze radiate the pure frequency of dollar. This vibration flows through the quantum field, attracting, negotiating, and opening channels where wealth flows easily and endlessly into your life. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze, where gazing through positive energy attracts positive experiences, and projecting the frequency of the dollar symbol interacts with the quantum field to attract, negotiate, and open doors to wealth. The gaze of prosperity. Close your eyes and soften your vision inward. Feel your gaze becoming a luminous lens of positive energy. See the glowing dollar symbol, dollar, form at the center of your awareness, projecting its frequency into the quantum field, opening invisible doors of financial flow. The quantum currency wave. Breathe deeply as your eyes project the dollar symbol's frequency like a radiant wave. This wave ripples through the holographic quantum field, negotiating unseen contracts that bring wealth and opportunity effortless into your life. The magnetic gaze of wealth. Relax and feel your gaze magnetizing abundance as it pulses with the dollar symbol vibration. The hologram responds, drawing toward you new pathways, resources, and experiences aligned with prosperity. The golden portal of abundance. Visualize your gaze opening a golden portal inscribed with the dollar symbol. Step mentally into this portal and feel the quantum field rearranging itself, clearing the way for financial blessings to manifest. The flowing light of currency. Let your gaze become a flowing river of light infused with the frequency of dollar. Watch as this current moves through the quantum field, dissolving scarcity and inviting wealth into your programmed reality. The sacred negotiation. Feel your gaze as a sacred emissary, carrying the dollar symbol frequency to the quantum field. Sense it negotiating favorable conditions, partnerships, and openings that invite continuous financial abundance. The infinite loop of prosperity. Close your eyes and project the dollar symbol frequency as an infinite loop orbiting your being. This loop spins through the hologram, magnetizing opportunities, opening doors, and sustaining a flow of wealth. The radiant key of fortune. Feel your gaze holding a radiant key shaped like the dollar symbol. Each breath turns this key in the lock of your reality, unlocking doors to unexpected riches and ongoing prosperity. The cosmic beam of wealth. Breathe slowly and project a cosmic beam from your eyes infused with the dollar symbol frequency. This beam travels through the quantum field, activating channels that attract financial growth and abundance. The sacred dance of currency. Sense your gaze moving in harmony with the rhythmic pulse of the dollar symbol vibration. This sacred dance creates ripples in the hologram, awakening your reality to new streams of income and financial success. The quantum seed of abundance. Visualize planting a glowing seed of dollar frequency in the fertile soil of the quantum field. Your gaze nourishes this seed, and with each breath, it blossoms into tangible wealth and financial opportunity. The radiant orb of prosperity. Feel your gaze create a radiant orb pulsing with the dollar symbol's energy. This orb orbits your being, attracting wealth and opening doors within the programmed reality around you. The illuminated pathway of wealth. Relax as your gaze lights a pathway paved with shimmering dollar symbols. This path leads you through the hologram to new financial opportunities and breakthroughs. The flowing current of fortune. Let your gaze become a flowing current of light imbued with the dollar symbol frequency, moving smoothly through the quantum field, clearing scarcity and inviting abundance to flow freely. The vibrational signal of riches. Close your eyes and emit a vibrant signal from your gaze, pulsing with the dollar symbol vibration. This signal calls forth resources, negotiations, and doors opening within the holographic quantum field for financial abundance. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze. Gazing through positive energy attracts positive experiences, and projecting the frequency of the dollar symbol interacts with the quantum field to attract, negotiate, and open doors to wealth. The gaze that programs prosperity. Close your eyes gently, breathe deeply, and feel your gaze become a soft beam of positive energy. Imagine this beam carries the vibrant frequency of the dollar symbol. As it projects into the quantum field, you sense doors unlocking, pathways opening, and abundance flowing effortless toward you. The quantum mirror of wealth. Relax deeply and see your gaze as a mirror reflecting the dollar symbol's radiant energy. This reflection projects into the holographic field, sending waves that reshape your financial reality, attracting all you desire with ease and grace. The currency frequency beacon. Allow your gaze to become a beacon pulsing with the dollar symbol vibration. Each pulse travels through the quantum field, negotiating unseen agreements that bring financial blessings, investments, and profitable opportunities into your life. The golden eye of abundance. Feel your eyes glowing with the golden light of the dollar symbol. With each breath, this golden frequency radiates into the quantum matrix, programming your hologram for wealth, attracting good fortune, and opening new doors of financial possibility. The flowing river of currency. Imagine your gaze as a flowing river of luminous energy infused with the dollar symbol frequency. This river winds through the quantum field, dissolving scarcity and paving the way for abundant financial flow and success. The cosmic negotiator's focus. Breathe slowly and center your gaze on the dollar symbol vibrating within you. Sense this frequency negotiating with the quantum field, arranging prosperous connections and opening portals to financial growth. The infinite loop of prosperity. Close your eyes and see the dollar symbol frequency spinning in an infinite loop around your gaze. This loop magnetizes opportunities, dissolves blocks, and invites a constant flow of wealth and abundance into your holographic reality. The radiant key of financial freedom. Feel your gaze holding a radiant key shaped like the dollar symbol. Each slow breath turns this key, unlocking layers of your programmed reality, opening doors to financial freedom and overflowing abundance. The quantum beam of money. Visualize a powerful beam radiating from your eyes, pulsing with the dollar symbol vibration. This beam reaches deep into the quantum field, activating channels that attract wealth, increase financial flow, and manifest your goals. The sacred dance of abundance sends your gaze moving rhythmically with the pulsating energy of the dollar symbol. This sacred dance weaves through the hologram, awakening hidden financial streams and unlocking new dimensions of prosperity. The seed of currency in the quantum field. Imagine planting a glowing dollar seed deep within the fertile quantum field. Your gaze nurtures this seed, and with every breath, it grows, blossoms, and manifests abundant financial opportunities in your life. The radiant orb of wealth. Feel your gaze creating a radiant orb pulsing with the energy of the dollar symbol. This orb orbits you, sending waves into the quantum field that attract, negotiate, and open doors for continuous financial gain. The illuminated pathway to prosperity. Relax as your gaze lights a shimmering path paved with dollar symbols. This path leads you through the quantum hologram to unexpected financial opportunities, breakthroughs, and blessings. The flowing current of abundance. Allow your gaze to become a flowing current of radiant light infused with the dollar symbol frequency. This current moves smoothly through the quantum field, washing away scarcity and inviting the steady flow of wealth. The vibrational signal of financial success. Close your eyes and feel your gaze emit a powerful vibrational signal pulsing with the dollar symbol frequency. This signal resonates deeply within the holographic quantum field, calling forth resources, negotiating favorable outcomes, and opening doors to lasting financial success. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmable reality, and that when we gaze through positive energy and project the frequency of the dollar symbol, we interact with the quantum field, attracting, negotiating, and opening doors to wealth. The quantum lens of wealth. Gently close your eyes, and begin to see through the quantum lens of prosperity. Imagine the dollar symbol glowing in front of you, like a key of frequency. As you gaze inward, your hologram bends, reshaping to receive the wealth you're now aligned with. The currency code activation. Breathe in deeply, and visualize the dollar symbol pulsing in front of your third eye. With every breath, the code of financial abundance is being activated. Your gaze becomes a command, programming the field to mirror currency into your life. The holographic key of financial doors. Let your inner gaze rest upon a luminous dollar floating in infinite space. Each time you look upon it, doors unlock. Portals shift. Contracts of prosperity begin to negotiate in unseen dimensions. The eye that attracts gold. Relax and breathe, and see your eyes transforming into beams of magnetic light. Every time you look through the energy of wealth, the field responds. The dollar symbol is a transmitter, broadcasting abundance through you. The gaze of the quantum merchant. Feel your mind enter a temple of light, where all reality is traded in frequencies. As you gaze through the dollar symbol, you become a merchant of energy. Your gaze negotiates wealth, transacts joy, and brings forth radiant supply. The echo of the dollar frequency. Breathe slowly, and imagine every dollar symbol you project bouncing back into your life. The quantum field is echoing your energy. The more you gaze through positive expectation, the more abundance returns, multiplied and magnified. The abundance satellite. Visualize the dollar symbol orbiting your solar plexus like a golden satellite. With every breath, your gaze lifts it into the sky of your mind. Now it mirrors light back to you, aligning new opportunities with each orbit of wealth. The quantum market of blessings. Step into a holographic marketplace made of light. You gaze through the frequency of the dollar symbol, and the quantum field responds. Energies begin to bargain, match, and deliver. Your gaze is currency here. The code breaker's vision. Feel yourself relaxing into the deep codes of reality, and see the dollar symbol glowing before you like a divine cipher. As you gaze through it, you are rewriting your script in real time, with abundance. The stargate of supply. Breathe in through the heart, and let your gaze become a beam of coherent intention. You now see the dollar symbol as a stargate, one that only opens through positive energy. You enter. The field shifts. Abundance flows. The inner treasury awakens. Feel yourself melting into stillness, and see a glowing treasury within. Gold light pulses through the dollar symbol. As you gaze upon it, the vaults of the universe respond. Your gaze becomes the passcode for overflow. The light contract of wealth. Relax deeper now, and see before you a contract shimmering in light. The header reads, Dollar Frequency Agreement. As you gaze through it, your signature is your energy. The universe begins negotiating favor in your name. The magnetic field of the eye. Feel your eyes magnetize, drawing in the essence of abundance. Through the dollar symbol, your gaze becomes a vortex. The field listens. The particles organize. Financial blessings begin assembling toward you. The crystal prism of prosperity in your mind's eye. Hold a crystal prism engraved with the dollar symbol. As light enters, it splits into rainbows of wealth. Your gaze focuses it, directing energy into forms, jobs, clients, ideas, breakthroughs. The hologram that obeys vision. Rest deeper now, and realize this, the hologram obeys your gaze. The dollar symbol you project is a command. A frequency. A vibration that reality bends to meet. Your wealth is arriving. We live in a holographic, quantum, and programmable reality that responds to the frequency of our gaze. When we gaze through positive energy and project the vibration of the dollar symbol, that frequency interacts with the quantum field, attracting, negotiating, and opening doors to abundance. Quantum mirror of wealth. As you gently close your eyes, breathe in, and allow your gaze to turn inward. In this holographic universe, your inner gaze is the program. Now visualize the dollar symbol floating in golden light. As you gaze through it, you broadcast wealth. The field listens. Reality mirrors. Abundance begins to form around you. The programmed pathway of prosperity. Sink deeper into stillness, and imagine this life as a soft simulation. Each gaze you offer is a command. As you focus on the frequency of the dollar symbol, the system aligns with it. Your gaze becomes a password, unlocking abundance algorithms. Light scripted abundance. Drift into a trance of sacred seeing. In the field of quantum light, you are writing with your eyes. Project the dollar symbol, bright, alive, radiant with intention. The more you gaze, the more this frequency forms structures of wealth that gravitate toward your life. The negotiator's eye. Relax now, as your gaze becomes a negotiator with the quantum field. Through the lens of the dollar symbol, your perception is encoded with wealth. Reality reads your vibration. Deals are made in unseen dimensions. You are now being offered financial favor. Currency of light. Breathe into your heart, and imagine the dollar symbol shining within it. As you gaze outward from this place, you begin to emit a current, an electric currency. Money is drawn to the energy you are transmitting. This is sacred circuitry. The portal opens to overflow with every breath. Feel the dollar symbol expanding in your inner vision. You are imagining and you are entering. This symbol becomes a portal. Your gaze is the key. As you see through it, doors open, financial dimensions unfold before you. Eye of the wealth architect. Enter now into the temple of thought forms. Here, the dollar symbol is your blueprint. As you gaze into it, you are designing your financial architecture. The quantum field listens. Your money structure is being built in light. The symbol's return. Feel the gaze of your inner eye shining with clarity. As you project the frequency of the dollar symbol, the quantum field responds with equivalent form. What you look at, looks back. What you send, returns. What you project, manifests. Abundance encoded in sight. Let your breath become still. Your gaze becomes pure. You are now a transmitter. The dollar symbol is the frequency, your eyes are the laser. You are programming the field. Financial abundance begins to move toward you like light to its source. The dollar beam. See it now, the dollar symbol glowing before you like a green sun. From your eyes, a soft beam touches this symbol. It activates a ripple through the quantum web. A signal goes out. Negotiations are made. The hologram reorganizes around your prosperity. Your gaze, the spell of wealth. Breathe deeply, and know this, your gaze is a mystical spell. Every time you hold the dollar symbol with reverence and expectancy, you cast a vibration into the lattice of life. It weaves blessings. It draws riches. It rewrites what comes next. Frequency access point. Imagine now a gateway made of light in front of you, marked with the dollar symbol. It pulses with recognition as your gaze meets it. This is a frequency access point. By holding your gaze, you activate an influx of wealth into your timeline. Subconscious market of miracles. In the depth of your being, there is a market of frequencies. You enter with your gaze. You choose with your intent. As you look upon the dollar symbol, you initiate a transaction, your belief for real-world breakthrough. And the field fulfills the contract. Eyes like magnets of fortune. Feel your eyes now, glowing with energy. As you gaze through the dollar symbol, they become magnets, pulling in every opportunity, every aligned transaction, every solution of prosperity. You are the receiver. The universe delivers. The vision that bends reality. Relax even deeper, and hold the dollar symbol in your third eye. As you focus, the hologram around you begins to shift. New timelines form. New doors unlock. The field bends to your vision. Wealth is forming in your image. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmable reality that responds to our gaze. When you gaze through positive energy and focus on the frequency of the dollar symbol, that frequency interacts with the field, attracting, negotiating, and opening doors to wealth. Each induction is a short, poetic trance gateway, ideal for building into longer meditations or using as activation mantras. The quantum mirror. Close your eyes and gaze within. See your mind as a mirror of the field. Now place the dollar symbol in your gaze, radiant, golden, alive. The field reflects what you reflect. Wealth appears in the world because wealth is alive in your sight. The holographic invitation. Inhale, and exhale. You are now a light being inside a hologram. Everything responds to your focus. As you breathe through the dollar symbol, you invite abundance in. The field accepts your invitation and arranges miracles. Gaze of abundance. Sink deeper into stillness. And turn your gaze gently toward the dollar symbol. It is not just a sign, it is a frequency. As you hold it with reverence, it begins to open paths. What you look at with love, begins to love you back. Projected prosperity. Breathe in light. Feel the dollar symbol ignite in your heart and travel to your eyes. Project it now into the quantum realm. This projection is a code. It begins to draw to you every resource, every client, every stream. Gatekeeper of the field. You are the key. You are the gatekeeper. Your gaze holds the command. As you gaze through the frequency of dollar, the gate opens. And behind it, rivers of wealth flowing toward you. Negotiator of light. In this sacred space, feel your eyes become negotiators. As you hold the dollar symbol, a conversation begins. The field listens. It asks what you seek. And through your vibration, you answer, abundance. The agreement is signed in light. Dimensional access. Inhale deeply. Enter the dimension where money is light. Where every symbol is a switch. The dollar symbol glows before you. Look into it, and doors open. Look through it, and walk into provision. Gaze of favor. Your gaze has power. As you soften into trance, imagine your sight charged with favor. You gaze through the dollar symbol, and everything bends toward blessing. Your favor is broadcast now, and the field responds. The orbital flow. Feel the dollar symbol orbiting around you. It flows with energy. It hums with potential. As you gaze inward, its orbit responds to your thought. Every revolution brings new wealth. Every loop brings new manifestation. Sight of the abundant self. Relax into the remembrance of who you are. See yourself as the abundant one. Now gaze from this self into the dollar symbol. It reflects your identity. And what you see, you become. What you see, sees you. Magnetic vision. In the silence, your gaze becomes magnetic. Focus softly on the dollar symbol. Let it pulse with green and gold light. This frequency now magnetizes people, ideas, resources. It comes to you in grace. Light. Signature of wealth. Every thought is a signal. Every gaze is a signature. As you send the frequency of dollar, the quantum responds. Wealth begins to sign its name across your life. Your signature is being matched by the signature of abundance. Field transmitter. You are a transmitter now. Your gaze becomes a frequency. Hold the dollar symbol in your inner eye. Transmit trust. Transmit readiness. Transmit prosperity. The field now replies in form. The soft commands sink deeper into softness. There is no force here, only flow. The dollar symbol is your gentle command. You look into it with peace, and it unlocks. Money flows because you no longer chase it, you mirror it. The sacred transaction. The moment has come. As you gaze with pure intention through the symbol of dollar, you initiate a sacred transaction. You send trust into the field. And it returns with treasures wrapped in perfect timing. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmable reality that responds to our gaze, especially when we gaze through positive energy and project the frequency of the dollar symbol into the field. Each induction subtly guides the subconscious into alignment with wealth through gaze, symbol, and vibration. The gaze that programs reality. Close your eyes, and feel the hologram respond to you. As your awareness softens into stillness, project the dollar symbol into your inner sight. The moment you gaze through its golden light, the quantum responds, reshaping itself to honor your signal of financial abundance. Currency in the code. Relax your breath, enter the soft code of this moment. You are gazing into the divine matrix. Now, lift the dollar symbol into your vision, as current energy. This energy negotiates on your behalf, opening new pathways in the quantum realm. Holographic wealth alignment. Allow your body to soften like light dissolving. You are in a realm of mirrors, the hologram reflects what you emit. Gaze into the dollar symbol and let it pulse in your third eye. With every pulse, wealth echoes back through the field in infinite forms and perfect timing. The eye of gold. Inhale, and feel the golden eye of the dollar symbol awaken within you. It is a lens. As you gaze through it with joy and reverence, you become the attractor. The eye sees opportunity. The eye calls it forth. Quantum negotiator. Let your gaze soften, like waves melting into still water. Now hold the dollar symbol as your ambassador. It enters the quantum on your behalf, negotiating contracts, calling clients, opening doors. You are the sender. The field replies. Projecting prosperity in this space of stillness, you are no longer looking at the world, you are looking into it. Project the dollar symbol through your heart into your eyes, let your gaze ripple its signal into space. Now the field begins rearranging everything in your favor. Dimensional signature, sink deeper now, and imagine the dollar symbol glowing, multidimensional. Each line, a signature in the matrix. You gaze through it with warmth and grace, and now the field recognizes you as abundant. Golden circuit, relax and let the energy circle. From your heart, through your gaze, out into the field, carrying the light of the dollar symbol. This is your circuit of calling. And every return is greater than what you sent. Vision of receiving with every slow breath, let your inner eye turn toward the dollar symbol. Let it float before you, glowing and alive. This is the language the field speaks. And you are fluent in its vibration. Receiving is now your default state. Cosmic transaction, gently rest in the awareness that the hologram is always trading with your attention. You place the dollar symbol into your gaze, pure, uncluttered, and radiant. And in return, it sends you what you believe you are worthy of. And now, you remember, you are worthy of overflow. The vibration that opens vaults, feel yourself drift into sacred silence, where thoughts dissolve and symbols speak. Now hold the dollar symbol in your focus, to become it. You vibrate with it now. And vaults of provision begin to unlock. Scripting wealth through the eyes, you are a scripter of reality. Your gaze is the pen. Now inscribe the dollar symbol into the fabric of your focus. Watch it shimmer and ripple outward. The field reads it. The field responds. Wealth is now being written into your story. Resonant receiver, feel your body become a receiver of light, your eyes tuned like sacred instruments. You hold the frequency of dollar gently in your sight. Its resonance travels in all directions, collecting money, offers, favor. You are harmonized with abundance. The portal of prosperity, inhale and exhale slowly. Now visualize the dollar symbol as a portal. A soft gateway glowing in your mind. You walk through it, eyes open in reverence. On the other side, opportunities waiting, clients ready, prosperity smiling. The sacred sight of wealth. As you sink into this final depth, remember, your gaze shapes the world. When you gaze with love through the dollar symbol, you do not just attract money, you awaken it, align with it, merge with it. You become the walking vibration of financial blessing. We live in a holographic quantum field, a programmable reality that responds to the frequency of our gaze. When we project the energy of positive intention and align our inner vision with the dollar symbol, that frequency becomes an agent in the field, attracting, negotiating, and opening doors to prosperity on our behalf. Each induction gently draws the listener into altered awareness, where the subconscious meets the quantum code. The light within the symbol, close your eyes, and float. Let the dollar symbol appear before your mind's eye, soft, golden, glowing. It is not just a symbol, it is a frequency. Gaze into it with love. The field responds, adjusting, arranging, attracting. You are now seen as abundance. Programming reality with your eyes, drop into your breath, and know this truth, your gaze is the code writer of the hologram. Now gently project the dollar symbol from your heart, through your eyes. See it float before you, electric with purpose. It speaks your desire into the quantum, and the doors begin to open. The quantum currency signal, inhale, and feel the dollar symbol pulse in your solar plexus. As you exhale, project it through your third eye and into the infinite light of the field. This signal travels like sacred currency, bargaining, aligning, drawing abundance back to you. The holographic doorway of dollar relax into the space behind your thoughts, where the veil thins and the field awaits. Place the dollar symbol before you, as a gateway, a holographic key. Gaze through it gently, and feel the subtle unlocking of wealth paths hidden until now. The mirror effect of prosperity sink into stillness. Everything around you is a mirror of what you emit. Now project the dollar symbol as a clear and clean vibration. Let your gaze soften and reflect it. The hologram begins to shape around that frequency, and opportunities reflect back like light in a crystal. The emissary of the symbol. As your breath slows, feel the dollar symbol rise from your subconscious. It is alive. Let it leave you like an emissary, stepping into the field to negotiate for you. The quantum listens. The doors begin to creak open. The gaze that commands the code. Feel your vision shift inward, as though looking through the veil of illusion. The dollar symbol appears, for transmitting. You gaze through it now, and this gaze commands the code to shift, revealing new pathways of wealth. Light circuit of abundance. You are energy. You are electric breath. Now visualize the dollar symbol as light circling your gaze. With every blink, you pulse it into the field. This circuit echoes out into the hologram, activating agreements of increase. The third eye transaction. As you relax, become aware of your third eye, soft, open, alert. Place the dollar symbol there. Let it glow. As transmission. You are activating. And the field completes your transaction with golden form. Sacred projection of wealth. Breathe deeply, and project the dollar symbol from inner wholeness. From this sacred projection, the quantum field recognizes alignment, and rearranges itself to reflect your new wealth state. Inner gaze, outer shift. In this silence, turn your gaze inward, the way light folds into itself. Now project the dollar symbol with peaceful certainty. Just gazing. Reality bends where your gaze flows. And you are the oracle through which abundance reveals itself. Tuning the eyes to prosperity. Let your vision soften, let the space between your thoughts widen. See the dollar symbol float before your inner eye. It spins gently, vibrates, calls. You tune your eyes to it, and like a radio, the field answers with financial symphonies. Breath of the symbol. Breathe in the symbol. Let the dollar symbol ride your inhale into your heart. Now exhale it through your gaze. This is coding. And the field takes your breath script and returns it as material wealth. Awakening the quantum dollar. Rest deeper now. You are at the edge of the known world. Now see the dollar symbol begin to flicker in your awareness. It is awakening. You are its source. It moves into the field and begins its mission, abundance on your behalf. Negotiating with the infinite in this timeless stillness, know that the field hears you best when you feel. Let the feeling of abundance rise in your body. Now gaze through the dollar symbol as a living symbol. It enters the quantum as a contract, and the infinite signs it in return. We live in a holographic, quantum, and programmable reality, one that responds to the frequency of our gaze. As you gaze through positive energy, you attract matching outcomes. When you project the symbolic frequency of the dollar sign, dollar, you activate a signal that interacts with the field, negotiates in your favor, and opens the doors to prosperity. Each induction is written in a poetic, trance-friendly style to evoke theta states and subconscious attunement. The living code of the dollar symbol. Close your eyes, and allow the dollar symbol to rise before you like a golden beacon. It is a frequency, a living code. Gaze through it. Feel it align your inner world with wealth. The quantum field responds, adjusting probabilities, opening unseen doors. Eyes that program the hologram breathe softly, and soften your gaze. You are shaping the world. Now, see the dollar symbol glowing in front of your third eye. Let it flow through your gaze. The hologram bends to what you believe, and you believe in financial freedom. The signal of abundance transmitted. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Now, from your solar plexus, project the dollar symbol outward like a light signal. This is your frequency, radiant, clear, unshakable. The quantum receives the signal, and begins negotiating on your behalf. Through the portal of the dollar symbol, allow your inner vision to open like a window to the infinite. Now place the dollar symbol at the center. Step through it with your gaze. It is a portal, it leads to prosperity in other dimensions, now collapsing into this one. Negotiation in the quantum field. You are still now, and the field is listening. Project the dollar symbol like a golden whisper from your gaze. It moves into the quantum space, and begins to negotiate, bargain, align. You are not alone. The field wants your abundance. The dollar symbol as an agent of light. Visualize the dollar symbol as a sentient beam of light, alive with intent and precision. As you focus on it with positivity, it becomes an agent of wealth. It travels ahead of you, unlocking doors you have not yet dreamed of. Reality rewrites itself through gaze. Sink into your breath, and into the silence behind your thoughts. Now let your eyes gaze gently into the space before you, but through the dollar symbol frequency. The moment you gaze through it, reality begins rewriting itself in your favor. Orbiting wealth into form. Imagine the dollar symbol floating above your head, spinning like a satellite. As you gaze up and into it, it starts to draw wealth toward your timeline. It is summoning. And the quantum answers. The field remembers your vibration. Breathe in the image of the dollar symbol. Let it settle in your heart. Now project it through your vision into the field. The field remembers that vibration. It echoes it back in new encounters, new contracts, new connections. From symbol to source code. The dollar symbol is not just currency, it is a source code. Gaze at it until it becomes light. Gaze through it until the field accepts your command. Money is allowed. And this is your allowance, now expanding. Quantum sight activates fortune. Your third eye pulses with subtle electricity. See the dollar symbol resting there like a luminous jewel. With each breath, let it transmit your worth. The field hears your silent knowing and reshapes the world around you accordingly. Positive gaze, prosperous phase. With every blink of your eyes, you enter a new version of reality. Now blink while holding the frequency of abundance. Gaze through the dollar symbol as your filter. Your vibration calls in your new timeline, one lined with golden threads of opportunity. The holographic signature of wealth. Visualize the dollar symbol imprinting itself into the holographic field. It is your signature, your energetic name. The field recognizes you now as a keeper of wealth, and responds with experiences that mirror that truth. The sacred business of your gaze. You are gazing through intention, sacred, certain. You send the dollar symbol into the quantum, as a declaration. And doors open, because they must. The quantum dollar spiral. Close your eyes and see the dollar symbol spiraling before you, a vortex of prosperity. Each time you focus, the spiral grows stronger, brighter. Reality bends as this frequency penetrates the code. Abundance now spirals back to you. We live in a holographic, quantum, and programmable reality. In this reality, your gaze is a command, and when you focus through the frequency of the dollar symbol, imbued with positive emotion and intent, you activate pathways of prosperity within the field. The dollar symbol becomes a signal, a negotiator, and a magnetic resonance for abundance. Each is written as a standalone induction or activation, poetic in nature, trance-friendly, and tuned to the vibration of mystical manifestation. Gazing the quantum open with the dollar symbol. Close your eyes, then open your inner sight. Place the dollar symbol in the center of your gaze. Feel it pulse, radiate, echo. As you gaze through it with calm desire, the field shifts, doors unlatch, money begins to whisper your name. The dollar symbol as a quantum command. Breathe deeply into stillness. Visualize the dollar symbol as a symbol of encoded intention. You gaze through it now, and in that gaze, the quantum receives its orders: open, align, deliver. Programming the hologram with light. See the world around you as light, as reflection. It is programmable. Project the dollar symbol as a beam from your third eye. Smile as it touches space, and space reshapes to meet it. This is abundance arriving. Positive gaze, prosperous phase. Relax your eyes, and let your gaze melt into golden softness. Now gaze through the dollar symbol frequency, but as energy. It's not what you look at, it's what you look through that changes everything. Negotiating reality with the symbol of wealth. You are a being of negotiation and creation. As you hold the dollar symbol in your vision, you begin to speak silently with the field. It listens, adjusts, rewrites timelines. And the response: abundance, alignment, overflow. Gazing through wealth's portal. Let the dollar symbol rise before you, made of emerald light. Let it spin gently, drawing your gaze through its spiral. This is no symbol, it's a portal into dimensions of infinite supply. Step through with your eyes, and receive. The dollar symbol as a living force. See the dollar symbol as alive, breathing, responding. As you gaze upon it with warmth and welcome, it begins to act on your behalf. The quantum field feels your invitation, and wealth begins its way toward you. Scripting reality with the gaze of gold. Relax into the trance. Your eyes are the stylus that scripts the hologram. Now trace the shape of dollar with your gaze, each line a sacred intention. You are writing abundance into existence. The eyes as magnetic antennae. Your eyes are magnets. As you project through them the dollar symbol vibration, they begin to attract. They negotiate with the quantum, pulling forward new streams, new clients, new alignments, all encoded with prosperity. Orbiting the dollar into form. Breathe in, hold. Visualize the dollar symbol orbiting your head like a crown. It spins, signals, sings. Your gaze rises and meets it, and the hologram reshapes to match its song. Money begins moving toward you in elegant form. Quantum field, open to the gaze of wealth. The quantum field does not judge. It waits, and reflects. So now you gaze with joy, through the lens of dollar. And what it reflects is opportunity, success, and financial grace. The dollar symbol in the third eye, activating pathways. Place your inner attention on the space between your brows. See the dollar symbol carved in light. Let it glow, shimmer, and hum. This is your access key. With your gaze, you press it into the field. And abundance answers. Breath, gaze, and the quantum rewrite. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, send out the dollar symbol in golden breath. Then gaze into the shimmering space ahead, watch the dollar frequency ripple outward. What returns to you is everything you've asked for, and more. The dollar symbol as spirit technology. The dollar symbol is ancient spirit tech. It knows how to find doors, make deals, open flows. As you gaze through it now, it awakens and activates. You are no longer waiting for money, money is coming to find you. Gazing into the quantum mirror of wealth. See the world as your mirror. Project the dollar symbol with positive joy. the mirror reflects your code. And so money begins to mirror your gaze, showing up in surprising, magnetic, miraculous ways. We live in a holographic, quantum, and programmable reality that responds to our gaze. When you look through positive energy and project the vibration of the dollar symbol, that symbol becomes a resonant frequency, a negotiator with the quantum field that attracts, communicates, and opens portals to wealth. Each induction is poetic, trance-like, and written in the second person, ready for mystical recording or use in guided meditation. Quantum gaze, the dollar symbol frequency in this moment, your gaze becomes energy. You soften your eyes, holding the dollar symbol in your mind. Feel it as a living frequency. Project it gently, lovingly, into the hologram around you. And as the field receives your signal, wealth rearranges itself to find you. The dollar symbol as a portal through the hologram. Imagine reality as flowing code, light and response. Now, hold the dollar symbol in your mind's eye. As you gaze through its shape, you are looking at money and you are entering the dimension where it flows. Everything begins to open. Soft eyes, strong signal. Breathe, let your eyes relax. Hold a gentle smile behind them. Now project the dollar symbol with intention. Your gaze sends it into the quantum matrix, where it begins to negotiate, attract, align. The field responds. Gaze as activation. Your gaze is a wand, a transmitter, a beam. Focus softly on the dollar symbol and watch how the field begins to shimmer. You are activating the circuits of financial abundance. The field follows. Feel wealth in your chest. Smile into it. Now look outward, gently, joyfully, through the living light of the dollar symbol. The quantum picks up your emotional tone and translates it into form. The dollar symbol as a mirror frequency. See the dollar symbol as a mirror. A tuning fork. As you look through it, you project the feeling of wealth, ease, gratitude. And what returns to you is its reflection: money, opportunity, prosperity. Entering the negotiation room with each blink, you step deeper into the matrix. Now, place the dollar symbol in the space before you. Let it spin slowly, like a seal of power. Your gaze engages with it, and suddenly, you are in conversation with the field of infinite supply. Reprogramming the hologram through vision. Reality is programmable. It listens through symbols. So hold the dollar symbol as your code, and let your gaze be the command. Gently, it begins, rewriting, aligning, unlocking doors. The third eye projects wealth. Let the dollar symbol rest behind your forehead, glowing, rotating, alive. With each breath, it projects outward, a signal of abundance. Wherever your third eye looks, the field begins to respond. Eyes of light, frequency of gold. Your eyes emit light. Your intention rides on that light. Now visualize the dollar symbol made of gold and light. As you gaze through it, it becomes a lens of creation. Money begins its return. Wealth orbiting your vision. See the dollar symbol orbiting your gaze. With each pass, it amplifies the frequency of wealth. Your field changes. The quantum listens. And all that matches wealth begins to find its path to you. The living matrix of response. This world is alive. It waits for your signal. So breathe. Smile into the dollar symbol. And gaze gently into the matrix. The light begins to shift. Financial blessings begin to arrive. The symbol as a negotiator. The dollar symbol is ancient. A living archetype. As you hold it in your gaze, you're harmonizing. You negotiate through frequency. The field listens, and responds in kind. Vision as wealth invocation. You do not need to chase abundance. You only need to see it. Visualize the dollar symbol shining before you. Now let your gaze beam love, gratitude, and trust through it. You are invoking wealth, calmly, powerfully. Reality bends to the symbol. This reality is soft. It bends. As you gaze through the living code of dollar, you don't just influence, it rearranges. The dollar symbol you project returns as opportunity, as money, as quantum mirrors of success. We live in a holographic, quantum, and programmable reality. In each, your gaze becomes a key, and the dollar symbol a frequency that interacts with the quantum field, attracting, negotiating, and opening doors to wealth. The gaze that speaks in symbols. You rest your awareness in stillness, and as your gaze softens, you hold the dollar symbol gently in mind. This symbol becomes more than meaning, it becomes frequency. A carrier wave of your desire, projected into the holographic grid, where reality listens and responds. Eyes of light, projectors of abundance, breathe, soften your vision. Let your eyes emit light, encoded with gratitude. Now, imagine the dollar symbol floating before you, glowing with golden energy. You gaze through it, and all around you, doors begin to shimmer. Quantum negotiation through the dollar symbol with closed eyes or open stillness. See the dollar symbol as money and as a negotiator. A signal from your being to the field. As you gaze through it with calm power, the quantum field begins to open contracts, align connections, and offer paths to wealth. The field mirrors your symbol within the quantum hologram. Your gaze instructs. Now, softly gaze through the dollar symbol. Let it pulse with confidence, with joy, with openness. The field mirrors what it receives, and financial pathways begin to assemble. Encoding light with the frequency of wealth. With every breath, you gather light in your solar plexus. Now exhale it through your gaze. And in the center of your vision, place the dollar symbol. Project it forward. Encoded with your faith, it travels into the matrix, shaping the invisible into form. The dollar symbol as stargate to prosperity. The dollar symbol becomes more than currency. It becomes a stargate, an interdimensional translator between desire and manifestation. You gaze into it like a doorway, and step through, into the plane where prosperity already exists. Projecting the code of wealth. Reality bends to code. And the dollar symbol is a living code, primal, ancient, wise. As you gaze with love through this symbol, you project the abundance algorithm into the field. The code is accepted. Abundance begins its journey to you. Vision as magnetic command. Relax your gaze into infinite space. Now visualize the dollar symbol as radiant, spinning, alive. As your vision aligns with it, your frequency becomes magnetic, attracting people, ideas, money, and open gates without resistance. Holographic abundance. Tuning this world is a reflection of focus. Place the dollar symbol in the center of your vision. Breathe, and tune into its frequency. Your nervous system adjusts. The field bends. Abundance begins to tune itself to you. Third eye beacon of financial flow. Place the glowing dollar behind your brow. Let it radiate from your third eye, a signal in all directions. It pulses in rhythm with trust, and the quantum web responds by weaving financial miracles around you. Soft vision, strong signal. Gaze as if in a dream. Let the dollar symbol float softly in your visual field. Your energy is calm, positive, radiant. This signal moves like sound into the fabric of space. And with divine grace, the field begins to send back answers. Looking through wealth, you are not separate from abundance. You are the lens it flows through. Now gaze at the dollar symbol, and gaze through it, as if your soul were shaped like prosperity itself. Watch as the field conforms. The dollar symbol as a door unlocked by gaze. Imagine the dollar symbol as a shimmering lock on the quantum gate. Now breathe trust into your eyes. Let your gaze touch it gently, like a code unlocking a vault. The vault opens. And the river of wealth begins to pour. Projecting abundance like a lighthouse, your gaze becomes a lighthouse. And the dollar symbol is the beacon it casts. With each blink, you broadcast wealth, negotiating peacefully with unseen laws of creation. Ships of opportunity begin to sail toward you. Reality rewrites under your gaze. This is a programmable simulation. And your gaze is the cursor. Now input the symbol, dollar filled with joy, peace, confidence. Reality rewrites itself beneath your awareness, and financial abundance becomes part of the new script. We live in a holographic, quantum, and programmed reality that responds to the gaze, especially when that gaze carries positive energy and is focused on the vibrational frequency of the dollar symbol. Each induction guides the listener to project, negotiate with, and open portals through the field using the dollar symbol as a living frequency. Gaze into the grid, breathe deeply, and feel your awareness expand into the holographic field. Now soften your gaze and let the dollar symbol emerge in your mind's eye. It pulses with light, like a code. As you gaze through it, you transmit a signal into the grid, and the grid answers, with wealth. Programming prosperity. Reality is a system waiting for input. You are the operator. Gaze into the symbol of the dollar, and breathe. As your attention fills with love, peace, and vision, the code begins to write itself. Wealth forms within your timeline. Quantum agreement through the dollar symbol. In this quantum field, all things are negotiable. Project the dollar symbol before you like a radiant contract. Breathe into it, and gaze through it. Feel it pulse with an ancient agreement. The field receives your offer, and opens a portal for abundance. The symbol that attracts reality. Relax your body, and become aware of your gaze as an instrument of creation. You project the dollar symbol, dollar, with ease. And as it hovers before you, life bends to meet its frequency, and money begins to move in your direction. Eye of the Creator, gently bring your focus to the space between your brows. And envision the dollar symbol there, glowing softly. It is a lens, and a signal. As you gaze through it, you shift the simulated field into divine alignment, and financial doors begin to open. The currency of thought. Every thought is currency. Every gaze is an investment. Place the dollar symbol into the quiet of your vision, and infuse it with joy, gratitude, certainty. The quantum responds like a marketplace, drawing abundance to fulfill your vibration. Field of golden negotiation. You are now entering a chamber of light within the hologram. Here, reality listens closely to focus and feeling. You raise the dollar symbol before you, and gaze into it with reverence. This is your signature. And the field opens channels to meet it. The soft gaze of abundance. Relax your focus into a dreamlike softness, and let the dollar symbol appear before you like a gentle flame. You merge with it. And as your energy blends, financial frequencies harmonize and come forth. Eye signal interface. In the quantum hologram, your eyes are more than observers, they are transmitters. You transmit the dollar symbol with intention, and allow it to travel as light. It negotiates with unseen systems, returning with gifts in hand. Projection of wealth. Visualize the dollar symbol as a multidimensional symbol. Gaze into it now, softly, lovingly. You are no longer wishing. You are commanding with vibration. The field restructures to meet your energy. The negotiator within the symbol. Let the dollar symbol hover in your vision, as if it were alive, wise, and glowing. It is more than a sign, it is a being of vibration. As you breathe into it, you release your intent, and it speaks to the field on your behalf. Quantum keys hidden in symbols. Each symbol holds a key, and the dollar symbol unlocks frequencies of exchange. Your gaze becomes the turning of the lock. Project it gently into space, and feel the reality matrix opening corridors of income, synchronicity, and flow. Positive gaze, prosperous world. You look out into the quantum sea with a gaze of love and expectancy. The dollar symbol spins at the center, magnetizing events, connections, and offers. Your positivity is the password. Your focus is the algorithm. The reflective simulation. This is not a fixed world. It is reflective, reactive, and responsive. Now hold the dollar symbol before your heart's vision, and gaze with joy, awe, and command. You project the frequency of wealth, and the simulation begins to shape around it. Sacred script of financial flow. Breathe slowly. And place the dollar symbol into your field of vision like sacred geometry. You are not just seeing it, you are embodying it. You become the script that creates the stream. And the quantum begins to fund your mission. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze, especially when we project the positive energy and the frequency of the dollar symbol to attract, negotiate, and open doors to abundance. The quantum gaze of dollar. As you settle deeply into stillness, feel your gaze becoming a beacon of light. Visualize the dollar symbol glowing before you, vibrating softly. Your eyes project this frequency into the quantum field, which ripples in response, drawing abundance like a magnetic current flowing directly to you. Holographic focus. Breathe slow and deep. See reality as a shimmering hologram, responding like a mirror to your focus. Now, gaze gently through the dollar symbol, bathing your vision in its golden frequency. Each breath you take programs the field, inviting wealth to flow naturally, effortless, as the universe aligns with your intent. The currency lens. Close your eyes and imagine a lens formed by the dollar symbol framing your perception. Through this lens, the world is rich, fertile, abundant. Every gaze through this sacred frame sends waves into the quantum sea, negotiating pathways and unlocking doors where financial opportunities bloom. The dollar symbol frequency transmission. Inhale deeply as you visualize the dollar symbol pulsing at the center of your vision. Your gaze becomes a transmitter sending this frequency into the quantum field. Watch as unseen currents align, doors open, and streams of financial abundance respond to your call. The gaze that creates. Relax your eyes and soften your focus. Imagine the dollar symbol expanding within your mind's eye, radiating energy. With each blink, you send ripples through the quantum fabric. Your gaze negotiates with the field itself, drawing experiences, offers, and resources that match your frequency. Radiating prosperity. Feel your eyes become radiant orbs of light, shining through the filter of the dollar symbol. Your gaze carries a positive vibration that dances through the holographic layers of reality. Each pulse is a summons, a beckoning to abundance, that the quantum realm cannot resist. The dollar symbol as a portal. Gaze softly now into the dollar symbol as if it is a door suspended in space. Your breath breathes life into it, and your gaze unlocks its threshold. Step through this portal within your mind, and find yourself in the flow of financial prosperity, where energy exchange is effortless. The sympathetic frequency. Relax and center your vision on the dollar symbol. Feel its frequency harmonizing with your inner state. Your gaze becomes a sacred dialogue with the quantum field, one that attracts wealth, negotiates terms, and reveals pathways previously unseen. Eyes as quantum antennae. Your eyes are antennae tuning into vast frequencies. As you hold the dollar symbol in your mind, your gaze tunes finely to its signal. The field around you listens, responds, and arranges your reality to match the currency of your focus. Projecting the financial vibration with a calm, steady gaze, imagine projecting the energy of the dollar symbol outward from your eyes. This vibration flows like golden light, engaging with the quantum field, activating networks, and negotiating abundance into your life with grace and ease. The dollar symbol as a living frequency. See the dollar symbol alive with motion and light. Your gaze feeds it energy, and it pulses back, weaving financial possibilities into the fabric of your hologram. Each breath you take sends waves of intention that attract, negotiate, and open new doors. The dance of attraction. Gaze now with a serene heart through the dollar symbol. Visualize the quantum field responding like a vast ocean to your frequency. Currents shift, tides rise, bringing wealth, opportunity, and flow aligned perfectly with your vibration. The silent negotiator. Your quiet gaze holds immense power. Centered on the dollar symbol, you become a negotiator with the quantum field. Without words, your focus moves the unseen energies, opening doors, making agreements, and drawing resources that manifest as financial abundance. Illuminating the path of wealth. Breathe into your gaze as it rests on the dollar symbol. Let it illuminate a path through the holographic field, revealing gateways to prosperity. Your steady vision draws this path closer, making the once distant now accessible and vibrant. The flowing signature. Imagine your gaze writing a glowing signature in the quantum field, a signature shaped like the dollar symbol. This signature holds your unique frequency of abundance. It negotiates with reality, opening channels, and inviting the steady flow of financial blessings into your life. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality, one that responds to our gaze when directed through positive energy. These summons use the frequency of the dollar symbol as a signal that interacts with and influences the quantum field, attracting, negotiating, and unlocking new realities of wealth. Each one is written like a declaration, intention, or mystical command, spoken from the soul to the field. By the gaze of my awakened eyes, I project the light of dollar, and the hologram of reality rearranges itself in response, opening the gates of prosperity to me now. I summon the vibration of dollar through my vision, and the quantum field rises to meet it, delivering wealth, opportunity, and golden expansion. In this holographic dream, I gaze through love and abundance, and the dollar symbol glows with power, negotiating wealth on my behalf across the invisible grid. I look into the matrix of reality with the dollar symbol shining in my third eye. Each blink is a signal, each breath a key, unlocking treasures coded for me. As I project the frequency of dollar, the programmed reality listens. Through this signal, I call forth clients, resources, and divine financial flow. My eyes are transmitters of abundance. I summon wealth now through the light stream of dollar, encoded with blessings, received in fullness. Through the sacred lens of dollar, I speak to the quantum web. Doors of supply, negotiation, and generosity swing open as I gaze in gratitude. Reality bends to the frequency I radiate. I gaze through dollar, and abundance bows before the light I shine. With the dollar symbol etched in my heart and vision, I summon infinite wealth. I command alignment. I breathe open the field of financial increase. The dollar symbol I hold in my gaze as a symbol, and a seed. I plant it in the field of the now, and from it springs a forest of unending provision. As I gaze through dollar, I become the architect of abundance. The hologram obeys my focus, projecting success into my timeline now. I summon the river of currency now. The dollar symbol is my signal. The quantum field receives it and returns with overflow, overflow, overflow. By the mystic law of reflection, I gaze with abundance, and the field mirrors back wealth. I am seen. I am responded to. I am prospered. The dollar symbol flows through my veins as light. I project it with love, and reality negotiates on my behalf. The gates of gold swing wide. I hold the frequency of dollar in my soul's gaze. I summon now every divine opportunity aligned with this code. Reality reshapes and riches flow. We live in a holographic, quantum, and programmable reality, one that responds to our gaze when we project positive energy, especially when we focus through the frequency of the dollar symbol. Each summons acts as a mystical command, activating your inner transmitter and aligning your reality with divine prosperity. I gaze into the hologram with the sacred frequency of dollar, and reality shifts, golden pathways open, and financial abundance flows to greet me. Quantum field, hear my signal. I project the light of dollar, encoded in love, faith, and clarity. Negotiate for my good. Multiply my gain. By divine design, I tune my gaze to dollar, and the field receives it as instruction. Now, abundance moves, swiftly, easily, faithfully, to me. The dollar symbol within my vision is alive. It speaks to the quantum code. As I hold it in pure vibration, all gates of prosperity unlock and pour forth their treasure. I am a beam of light in a thinking universe. With the dollar symbol as my lens, I call forth riches. I broadcast wealth. I receive from all directions. The programmed matrix recognizes my frequency. I imprint it with dollar, with joy, with sovereign intent, and money appears through channels known and unknown. I project the dollar frequency now into the quantum current. It spins, it negotiates, it attracts. My field is fertile with financial opportunity. As I look through the dollar symbol with faith, the illusion becomes response. Reality echoes my gaze with increase, overflow, and divinely orchestrated wealth. I summon money through the mirror of the quantum field. I stare through dollar, and in return, money stares back, ready, willing, and flowing. Through positive focus and the holy symbol of dollar, I instruct the field to reconfigure around my abundance. And it is done. I beam the light of the dollar symbol into space. It dances on the threads of time and returns to me clothed in opportunity, wealth, and open doors. Reality is a hologram, and my gaze is the command line. I gaze through dollar, and programs of wealth activate and expand before me. With stillness in my breath and dollar in my gaze, I summon the winds of fortune. The matrix moves to accommodate my expansion. I gaze into the fabric of space with the symbol of dollar encoded in love and magnetism. Reality responds with divine income, creative prosperity, and joyful transactions. The quantum field is alive and listening. I project dollar, not as a symbol, but as a sacred code, and now abundance negotiates its way to me with grace. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmable reality, one that responds to our gaze. When you project positive energy and gaze through the frequency of the dollar symbol, that frequency communicates with the field, attracts, negotiates, and opens doors to wealth, flow, and financial blessing. O quantum hologram, I gaze through the sacred dollar symbol, and my reality bends to the frequency of wealth. Let the channels of gold open now. I summon the current of abundance, my gaze encoded with dollar, charged with gratitude, opening portals where money finds me with ease and elegance. As I project the frequency of dollar, the quantum grid stirs with response. Invisible doors unlock. Fortune travels to me through divine orchestration. Dollar radiates from my inner eye, encoded in peace, encoded in power. Through this light, the field negotiates in my favor and returns to me abundance multiplied. Holographic universe, respond to my gaze. I beam dollar into the matrix with love and intention. Let money spiral toward me through harmonic convergence. In this quantum dream, I am the dreamer. I see through dollar, and the program rewrites itself in gold. My vibration is wealth, my field is currency. I call upon the sacred hologram. I gaze with faith through the symbol of dollar, and now, the energies of income, overflow, and surprise increase awaken all around me. By holding dollar in my third eye, I activate the contract of prosperity. The quantum field hears, feels, and fulfills its encoded promise to pour out financial grace. Reality, respond. Matrix, unfold. I project dollar, from divine worth, and the quantum responds in currency, connection, and codes of increase. As I stare into the quantum with dollar pulsing from my gaze, I become a node of attraction. I summon wealth, I harmonize with gain, I dwell in effortless flow. I gaze softly but powerfully. The dollar symbol becomes my spell. I project it through joy, and joy returns as financial blessings, seen and unseen. The dollar symbol within me is not a symbol but a signal. I beam it through the light of my vision, and the field negotiates wealth in my name. Holographic field of light, you are listening. I command through the dollar symbol that glows within my consciousness. Send money now, peacefully, powerfully, perpetually. The code of dollar now pulses in my third eye. My gaze becomes a portal. The universe bends with blessing, meeting me with opportunities encoded in wealth. From my inner temple, I project the divine dollar, a signal of value, overflow, and alignment. I summon the flow of financial abundance into my timeline now. We live in a holographic, quantum reality, one that responds to the frequency of our gaze. When we gaze through the dollar symbol with positive energy, we emit a resonance that interacts with the quantum field, attracting, negotiating with, and opening portals to financial flow, prosperity, and wealth. By the power of the hologram, I gaze through the dollar symbol and imprint abundance into the field. Let it ripple back in gold, in grace, in ever-multiplying gain. O sacred hologram, I project the radiant frequency of dollar. With every blink, I broadcast worth. Let wealth spiral through this quantum field into my life. Reality is code. I gaze with joy, and the dollar symbol becomes my beacon. Let this signal reprogram the field to bring me money, clients, miracles, and flow. As I gaze through the light of dollar, I summon its spirit to rise from the quantum sea. Let it find me, through people, portals, and pure alignment. Through the lens of dollar, I behold a world already rich. The matrix receives this gaze and unfolds opportunities, openings, and divine negotiations in my favor. With eyes awakened and heart attuned, I project dollar into the holographic screen of life. Now let it respond with elevation, with earnings, with effortless abundance. Holographic gatekeeper, I gaze with trust. Let the dollar symbol flow back as response, reflection, and radiant return. My field becomes a magnet of wealth. Through positive sight, I become the programmer. I encode the hologram with dollar. I see it, I feel it, I summon it, and it must return according to law. Each time I hold dollar in my inner vision, the field listens. It hears my energy. It obeys my intent. Let money move toward me now, shaped by joy and justice. I enter the quantum corridor. My gaze becomes a wand. With the dollar symbol etched in light, I summon wealth, as love materialized. Field of infinite light, receive the signal I beam, the frequency of dollar. Let this projection negotiate favor, wealth, and breakthrough on my behalf. In this hologram, thought becomes thing. I look with dollar in mind, and the code shifts. Doors open. Funds flow. the system updates in my image. I see through the dollar, gratitude. And so the quantum field opens, reshapes, and rains upon me opportunities cloaked in gold. My gaze is divine, and dollar is a living symbol. I project it with intention, and the matrix complies, returning to me a harvest vast and aligned. O you sacred fabric of reality, hear my silent code. Through the power of dollar, broadcast through my inner eye, I call forth financial miracles. Let them arrive now. We live in a holographic, quantum, programmed reality, one that responds to our gaze. When we gaze through positive energy, and specifically through the symbol and frequency of the dollar, we engage in energetic negotiation with the quantum field, summoning aligned opportunities, openings, and overflow. I gaze into the hologram with the living symbol of dollar, and the field gazes back. Let the code of wealth unravel before me, revealing doors once invisible. O quantum realm, I project the golden symbol of dollar from my inner eye. May its vibration echo through the grid, attracting riches coded for my name. This is programmable light. I impress upon it the current of dollar, wrapped in joy. Let wealth bloom in response, like a flower of light. In the sacred mirror of the universe, I see dollar. I send it forth like a comet of prosperity. Let it circle and return, abundant and multiplied. With every blink, I release dollar into the matrix. Its frequency negotiates, communicates, and arranges the inflow of fortune on my behalf. Let the programmed light of this holographic reality adjust now to my vision. For I gaze through dollar, and the doors of abundance swing open in resonance. By my gaze, I write new code. Through the symbol of dollar, I summon increase, overflow, and infinite supply from the field that answers all. I breathe into the dollar symbol and beam it forward into the grid. Let the hologram rewrite itself, shaping wealth from unseen patterns into form and favor. I project the dollar symbol into the river of photons and possibility. Let its frequency negotiate my arrival in rooms of opulence, circles of opportunity, and streams of surplus. As I gaze with reverence through the dollar symbol, the quantum field feels my alignment. And it answers, in wealth. The matrix is malleable. I press into it with my energy, gaze lit by dollar. The response is inevitable, wealth drawn like tide to moon. I hold dollar in my third eye and transmit its vibration. It enters the quantum, where unseen allies stir, opening portals of plenty and divine deals. Reality listens. And I speak now in the frequency of dollar, calling money, clients, contracts, and creative cash to find me. O quantum mirror, I gaze with joy through the channel of dollar, and I receive joy in return, in currency, in connections, in cosmic compensation. Let the field adjust to my focused gaze. I project dollar as a symbol, and as signal. A pulse of prosperity sent into the light, and light returns it, tenfold. We live in a holographic, quantum, and programmable reality. Each invocation channels the frequency of the dollar symbol as a sacred symbol, projected through the gaze of positive energy, to attract, negotiate, and open dimensional doors to wealth in the quantum field. I gaze into this quantum hologram with the vision of abundance. Through the sacred dollar symbol, I impress prosperity into the light, and the light responds in wealth. In this programmed dream, I become the coder. With my eyes, I send out the current of dollar, and it returns in golden rivers of supply. Reality, I see you. I project through the lens of dollar, and your invisible doors swing open with financial favor, divine timing, and aligned opportunity. O field of light and reflection, I summon through dollar. Let your network reorganize, forming new channels for wealth, for overflow, for increase. The dollar symbol lives in my vision now, bright, pulsing, alive. It moves into the matrix, negotiating miracles, arranging income, and calling in contracts of gold. This holographic world is my mirror. I project the radiant symbol of dollar, and it replicates, echoing as checks, clients, offers, and open gates. From the center of my being, I transmit dollar. Let its frequency dance through the field like song, awakening abundance on every frequency. I gaze with intention, casting dollar through the quantum code. Let money move toward me like magnet to metal, like promise to fulfillment. In the hologram, symbols rule. I summon through dollar, encoded with joy. Let it speak to the field in a voice it understands, wealth now. I am not bound by appearances, I see through them. Through the lens of dollar, I call forward fortune, attract aligned allies, and walk paths paved in providence. This world is responsive light. I press dollar into its form like a seal. Let every particle recognize me as a match to abundance and respond in kind. I project through the symbol of dollar, a signature of supply. May the quantum field unfold to me networks of resources, circles of favor, and endless flow. The field negotiates with vision. I gaze with light, holding dollar in focus. My request is made, and the pattern reshapes to meet it with prosperity. Let the symbol of dollar now orbit me like a satellite, transmitting my intent, collecting energy, and drawing financial blessings into my gravitational pull. From the sacred eye of creation, I gaze through dollar as currency, and as consciousness. And consciousness responds with wealth encoded in love. By the gaze of awakened light, I cast the symbol of dollar. Through this projection, the quantum fabric responds, realigns, and flows wealth into my world. O programmable hologram, receive this gaze infused with joy. I mark the ether with dollar, and the code of abundance executes in perfect divine sequence. I summon now through the living symbol of dollar. As I hold it in vision, doors once hidden shimmer into view, portals to income, overflow, and expansion. Through positive gaze, I speak in symbols. I project dollar, encoded with light, and the quantum field answers in prosperity made manifest. I call on the field of infinite response. Through the sacred geometry of dollar, let financial currents rise, draw near, and wrap around my being. Gazing into the matrix, I inscribe the symbol of dollar. It negotiates for me now, opening contracts, dissolving delay, and scripting wealth anew. As a holographic participant, I activate my vision. I launch dollar, shimmering and alive, into the quantum space, and it returns to me as fortune multiplied. With loving focus, I transmit dollar. Let it echo across the fabric of creation, triggering the vibration of wealth to rise in my direction. My gaze is a divine key. Through it, I press dollar. Into the code of this world it flows, reshaping the grid with currency, clients, and cash flow. Reality bends to the vibration of intent. I hold dollar, charged with gratitude, and the matrix unfurls new patterns of abundance before me. O quantum realm, I summon through the ancient sign of dollar. Let it ripple outward, rearranging time, space, and opportunity in favor of my wealth. I am the observer, the commander, the dreamer awake. I gaze through the sacred symbol of dollar, and the hologram reflects abundance in every layer. As I see with joy, I project dollar. A symbol of increase, a beacon of supply. And the field, knowing its resonance, delivers all that aligns. From the stillness within, I launch the symbol of dollar. It circles outward, syncing with unseen intelligence, drawing back contracts, money, and miracles. Through focused energy, I now write dollar into the screen of reality. The code is clear. The signal is sent. The field activates financial grace. We live in a holographic, quantum, and programmed reality, one that responds to your gaze, especially when you gaze through positive energy and project the frequency of the dollar symbol. These summons act as spoken intentions or energetic commands that attract, negotiate with, and unlock doors to wealth through quantum resonance. I gaze into the code of reality and inscribe dollar. The symbol glows in the field, and abundance moves toward me as light moves to light. Through the sacred lens of positivity, I summon the energy of dollar. It activates pathways, programs synchronicity, and magnetizes prosperity to me now. I project the symbol of dollar as a living frequency. It speaks to the quantum field, and the field answers in streams of wealth. As the hologram bends to belief, I choose belief in wealth. I gaze with joy and imprint dollar, drawing financial blessings from the unseen into form. The code of life listens. I write dollar through the window of my vision. This symbol negotiates on my behalf, opening gates of financial overflow. In this programmable realm, I summon with clarity. I place the frequency of dollar in my gaze, and it interacts with creation, returning to me in divine riches. Through focused sight, I release the vibration of dollar. It floats as a satellite, orbiting the matrix, gathering income, contracts, and overflow in return. O quantum grid, feel my joy. I gaze through the lens of abundance and breathe dollar symbol. This signal returns with new timelines paved in wealth. With each breath, I gaze into the infinite code and speak dollar. The field listens, shifts, and aligns my hologram with financial grace and golden opportunity. I summon wealth by holding the dollar frequency in my eyes. The field, aware of my resonance, co-creates riches and rewrites my holographic path. From deep within the quantum substrate, I summon through vision. I launch the vibration of dollar, and it returns like a beacon of increase, guiding fortune to me. The symbol of dollar is a portal. I gaze through it now, with love and gratitude. In the hologram, doors shift open, resources, people, and money arise. As observer, I am architect. Through the sacred gaze of dollar I summon influence, financial flow, and the favor of the field. The system adjusts and responds. In a universe of mirrors, I hold dollar. My eyes shine with positive intent. The mirror returns wealth, shaped by light, carved by resonance. Let the dollar frequency radiate through my vision now. The field hears, negotiates, and brings forward aligned riches from across the matrix. I gaze into the hologram with the dollar symbol alive in my vision. Let this frequency ripple outward, speak to the field, and return as financial favor. O quantum field, I summon through sacred sight. Through the dollar symbol, I transmit my code. May it return in wealth, opportunity, and overflow. This reality is a mirror, programmable, alive. I gaze through light and project dollar. As I do, the field opens paths of prosperity under my feet. Through positive sight, I summon and release dollar. It spirals into the matrix, adjusting timelines, drawing resources, opening vaults of divine provision. I summon with presence. The dollar symbol glows in my third eye, encoding messages of wealth into the hologram. Doors of fortune hear and respond. I summon with reverence and command. I project dollar through a gaze of gratitude. This vibration negotiates unseen contracts, aligning me with increase. Let the dollar symbol orbit in the temple of my awareness. With each breath, I summon abundance. With each blink, the field reshapes in my favor. I send out the frequency of dollar with clarity and joy. Let it pulse into the matrix, activating divine commerce and the return of riches. Gazing through light, I summon wealth. Through the sacred lens of dollar, I encode the program of abundance, and it manifests as golden results. I look into the field with knowing. I project dollar into the code. I summon financial allies, aligned circumstances, and unexpected income, now. Reality is malleable. I project dollar like a symbol of power into the code. The quantum responds with yes, and aligns me with all that supports my wealth. As I gaze through the frequency of dollar, I summon from the unseen. Let all false limitation dissolve, and let the path of affluence appear. With eyes of trust and a spirit of joy, I project dollar. Let it awaken the field, attract prosperity spirits, and bring the rain of blessing. I summon by resonance. I am in harmony with the frequency of dollar. The quantum field negotiates with my gaze, delivering gold in many forms. I see clearly into the hologram. I send dollar as a living vibration, a messenger of wealth. Let it unlock the quantum vaults and return with overflow. We live in a holographic, quantum, and programmable reality, one that responds to the gaze, especially when it is projected through the frequency of the dollar symbol encoded with positive energy. These summons act like vibrational spells, opening pathways to financial expansion through the sacred interface of sight and symbol. I gaze into the holographic veil with light in my soul, and I project the symbol of abundance, dollar. Let this code ripple through the field, opening unseen vaults of wealth now responding to my frequency. With focused intention, I summon financial alignment. I breathe the dollar symbol into the quantum field and it negotiates for me, attracting contracts, agreements, and golden exchanges. I invoke the quantum mirror with sacred clarity. Through my gaze, I send forth dollar, glowing and alive, a signal of prosperity that opens doors no man can close. Reality is programmable, and I am the programmer. I project dollar as a command into the matrix. Let this symbol echo through timelines and summon the forms of abundance destined for me. I gaze with joy, faith, and expectancy. I summon dollar as a light symbol. Let its sacred frequency unlock streams of money, favor, and golden opportunity across all dimensions. I send out dollar as a vibration encoded with truth, trust, and expansion. The field receives it. Negotiations are made. Paths are cleared. Money flows to me now. With inner fire and divine confidence, I project the dollar symbol into the quantum hologram. I call forth investors, clients, partnerships, and transactions vibrating with success. I summon the divine current of wealth through my focused gaze. I see dollar, I feel dollar, I become dollar. The field reshapes in my favor, matching my encoded frequency. I gaze through the matrix as through a veil of light. I summon dollar as a living force, a key to vaults hidden in time, now unlocking by the power of my awareness. I call upon the quantum field to respond to my vision. I project dollar with sacred emotion and pure intent. This symbol speaks, and reality listens, reshaping itself into riches. I am a mystic in a responsive universe. As I behold dollar, I summon divine contracts, lucrative alignments, and gold-coded guidance. The hologram yields to my resonance. In the stillness of my soul, I breathe dollar symbol, gently and powerfully into the quantum. It negotiates, it attracts, it magnetizes resources in a sacred orchestration of wealth. With each blink, I program the matrix. With each breath, I empower dollar. This symbol is alive in me, unlocking fortunes hidden beyond the veil. I summon from the infinite. I send dollar as a spiritual frequency of abundance, echoing through the lattice of reality. My gaze is a prayer. My vision is a portal. I stand in the center of all that is. I project dollar as a beam of abundance from the eye of my soul. The field answers. The program runs. Money flows like breath returning to its source. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze. When we project the frequency of the dollar symbol through positive energy, this frequency interacts with the quantum field to attract, negotiate, and open doors to financial flow. I summon the shimmering frequency of dollar to flow through the quantum veil, opening doors unseen, aligning me with streams of abundant wealth now manifesting. Through my gaze, I project the sacred dollar symbol, encoding the field with magnetic power that calls forth financial blessings and opens gateways of prosperity. I command the holographic matrix to respond to my positive gaze, as dollar radiates from my being, attracting opportunities, contracts, and riches beyond measure. The dollar symbol pulses within my sight, vibrating through the quantum field, negotiating paths where money flows freely and effortless into my life. I send forth dollar as a beacon of abundance, programming the reality around me to mirror back wealth, favor, and financial miracles. I am the architect of my holographic world. With focused vision I summon dollar to weave its golden threads through the fabric of my life, drawing prosperity close. The energy of dollar courses through my gaze like liquid light, activating quantum circuits that open financial portals aligned with my highest good. I breathe into the field the frequency of dollar, a sacred chant that resonates with abundance, calling forth aligned transactions and prosperous outcomes. My eyes become lenses of pure positive energy, projecting dollar into the programmed reality, attracting and negotiating streams of money flowing directly to me. I summon the hologram's response now, as dollar vibrates through my aura, unlocking invisible doors and ushering in waves of financial success. With every blink, I encode the quantum field with the frequency of dollar, inviting flow, wealth, and financial harmony into my experience. I breathe life into dollar, the cosmic symbol of exchange and wealth, commanding the field to align my reality with abundance and open doors of opportunity. Through positive energy and focused sight, I summon dollar to dance in the quantum field, weaving pathways of prosperity that unfold before me now. The dollar symbol is my sacred code, projected through my gaze, activating circuits in the hologram that attract and negotiate infinite abundance. I release dollar as a powerful summon into the programmed reality, calling forth financial blessings, contracts, and miracles, flowing now like a river of light. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze. When you gaze through positive energy and project the frequency of the dollar symbol, it interacts with the quantum field to attract, negotiate, and open doors to wealth. I summon the radiant frequency of the dollar symbol, casting it through my gaze into the quantum field, where it stirs abundance and opens the gates to financial flow. With every focused breath, I project the energy of dollar through my eyes, awakening the hologram's code to manifest prosperity, negotiation, and open doors of wealth. I call forth the sacred vibration of dollar, imprinted by my gaze, to ripple through the quantum matrix, drawing opportunities, contracts, and riches effortless to me. Through the power of my positive gaze, I release dollar into the programmed reality, activating portals of abundance that welcome financial miracles and ease. I command the holographic fabric to align with the energy of dollar, as my eyes beam forth waves of wealth, inviting negotiation and the unlocking of all financial doors. The dollar symbol flows from my inner vision like a golden thread, weaving through the quantum field, attracting the perfect conditions for abundance to manifest now. I summon the financial current of dollar, letting it spiral from my gaze into the quantum sea, where it negotiates and creates open channels for unlimited wealth. With calm focus, I breathe life into the frequency of dollar, programming the reality to reflect my abundant nature and open doors to new streams of money. My gaze becomes a beacon of positive energy, sending forth dollar as a magnetic pulse that draws financial success and opportunity through the quantum veil. I invoke the sacred power of dollar, releasing its vibration into the hologram, where it dances, attracts, and negotiates the arrival of money and fortune. Through my eyes, I send dollar as a signal to the quantum field, opening pathways where abundance flows freely, contracts form, and financial doors swing wide. I call upon the programmed reality to respond now, as dollar radiates from my focused gaze, attracting all that supports my wealth and financial expansion. The energy of dollar ignites within my vision, permeating the quantum fabric, negotiating blessings, and opening channels of prosperous flow into my life. I summon abundance by projecting the frequency of dollar, aligning my holographic reality with wealth, contracts, and opportunities that open with ease. With unwavering intent, I cast dollar through my eyes, activating the quantum field's infinite potential to attract, negotiate, and open all doors to financial abundance. I invoke the power of my gaze, shimmering with the frequency of dollar, to awaken the quantum field, drawing forth streams of abundance and opening portals of wealth. By the sacred light of my eyes, I summon the vibration of dollar, commanding the holographic code to align with prosperity, negotiation, and infinite financial flow. Through focused vision, I call forth the energy of dollar, programming reality to respond with opportunities, contracts, and open doors of wealth beyond measure. I invoke the dance of dollar within the quantum fabric, allowing my gaze to ripple through the hologram and manifest the riches destined for me. With every breath, I summon the magnetic frequency of dollar, infusing my gaze with abundance, opening gateways to negotiation and financial success. I invoke the sacred resonance of dollar, projecting it from my eyes to weave the hologram's code into pathways of wealth and effortless attraction. Through the infinite quantum field, I call the energy of dollar to flow freely, negotiating and opening all doors to financial abundance in my life now. I invoke the light of dollar within my sight, entraining the quantum matrix to respond, unfolding opportunities and prosperity at every turn. By the power of my gaze and the dollar symbol, I summon the programmed reality to mirror my abundant frequency and open the channels to financial breakthrough. I invoke the sacred dollar vibration to orbit my vision, pulling forth wealth, contracts, and abundant experiences from the vast quantum sea. Through intentional gaze, I call forth dollar to dance within the hologram, activating negotiation, attracting money, and opening doors previously unseen. I invoke the living code of dollar within the quantum field, sending waves of positive energy to magnetize abundance and financial freedom. By the light in my eyes and the frequency of dollar, I summon the holographic flow of wealth, inviting prosperity and endless opportunity. I invoke the power of focused vision, projecting dollar to awaken the quantum field's abundance, negotiating paths to open doors of financial gain. With the sacred dollar symbol radiating from my gaze, I summon the infinite quantum realm to respond with prosperity, ease, and open financial doors. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze, especially when projecting the frequency of the dollar symbol. I invoke the sacred power of my gaze, flowing with the pure positive energy of dollar, to ripple through the quantum field, attracting wealth and opening doors that align with abundance. Through my eyes, I project the vibrant frequency of dollar, commanding the hologram to rearrange itself, negotiating pathways to prosperity and infinite financial flow. I call forth the coded energy of dollar to dance within the quantum matrix, magnetizing opportunities and unlocking portals to financial freedom with every focused breath. With clarity and light, I summon the frequency of dollar into my vision, programming the fabric of reality to mirror back abundant experiences effortless. I invoke the quantum field's responsiveness, as my gaze pulses with the energy of dollar, creating vibrations that open doors, negotiate blessings, and bring forth wealth. By the power of positive intention in my eyes, I project the dollar symbol, weaving prosperity's code deep into the holographic design of my life. I call the energy of dollar to orbit within my sight, activating unseen forces that attract, negotiate, and manifest all forms of financial abundance. With every steady gaze, I summon the sacred vibration of dollar, programming the quantum field to align with my highest financial good and open gates to success. Through the lens of positive energy, I project the frequency of dollar, commanding the hologram to respond with opportunities, negotiations, and financial breakthroughs. I invoke the living code of dollar, inscribed within my vision, to attract wealth flows, unlock abundance gates, and manifest prosperity beyond expectation. As my eyes hold the frequency of dollar, the quantum field bends in response, opening doors and drawing to me the wealth that is my divine right. I summon the holographic blueprint of abundance, charged by the energy of dollar, to negotiate on my behalf and open the pathways to financial growth. By focusing through the lens of positive energy and dollar, I call forth a dance of prosperity within the quantum realm, creating a field where abundance thrives. I invoke the frequency of dollar, streaming through my gaze like a golden river, reshaping reality's code to attract, negotiate, and open new doors to wealth. With eyes alight with the power of dollar, I command the quantum hologram to mirror back financial blessings, opportunities, and the effortless flow of abundance. I invoke the luminous power of my gaze, charged with the radiant frequency of dollar, to ripple through the quantum field, attracting boundless financial blessings and opening sacred doors to wealth. With focused eyes and an open heart, I summon the energy of dollar, programming the holographic fabric of reality to negotiate favorably and manifest prosperity in every dimension. I call forth the living frequency of dollar, streaming from my vision into the quantum matrix, weaving pathways that invite abundance, open gates, and align me with financial flow. Through the sacred projection of dollar, I command the quantum hologram to realign, bringing to me the opportunities and resources that mirror my highest financial good. I invoke the harmonious dance of positive energy and the dollar symbol, as it pulses through my gaze, activating invisible forces that attract wealth and open portals of abundance. With steady eyes focused on dollar, I send waves of prosperity into the quantum field, summoning negotiations that turn in my favor and open doors to endless riches. I call upon the coded light of dollar, embedded in my vision, to reprogram the holographic reality around me, revealing pathways to financial success and unrestricted flow. By projecting the frequency of dollar through the lens of positive energy, I activate the quantum field's magnetic power, drawing to me wealth that flows effortless and infinitely. I summon the sacred vibration of dollar, inviting the quantum hologram to respond in kind, negotiating opportunities, opening doors, and weaving abundance into my life's design. With each breath, I deepen my focus on dollar, channeling its energy through my gaze to attract favorable outcomes, unlock wealth gates, and expand financial horizons. I invoke the mystical resonance of dollar, as it orbits within my sight, creating a powerful magnetism that calls forth financial abundance from the unseen quantum currents. Through my eyes, I project the energy of dollar, a sacred code that reprograms the quantum field, negotiating blessings and opening luminous portals to prosperity. I call the frequency of dollar into my vision, commanding the hologram to reshape itself, revealing hidden doors and aligning my reality with the flow of financial miracles. As I gaze through the filter of positive energy and dollar, I invoke the quantum field's response, attracting wealth, negotiating favor, and opening infinite pathways to abundance. I summon the energy of dollar, projected through my steady gaze, to weave a sacred pattern in the holographic fabric, unlocking doors, activating flow, and manifesting financial abundance beyond measure. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze, especially when projecting the frequency of the dollar symbol. I invoke the sacred power of my gaze, infused with the radiant frequency of dollar, to ripple through the quantum field, attracting wealth, negotiating fortune, and opening abundant doors. Through the lens of positive energy and the dollar symbol, I call forth the holographic matrix to reprogram itself, aligning my reality with prosperity and limitless financial flow. I summon the vibrating frequency of dollar, projecting it clearly through my eyes, to magnetize financial blessings and unlock gateways of opportunity within the quantum realm. By focusing my vision through the energy of dollar, I command the programmed reality to respond, attracting favorable negotiations and revealing open doors to wealth. With every breath, I deepen the connection between my gaze and the dollar symbol frequency, activating quantum currents that flow abundance effortless toward me. I call upon the hidden code of dollar, woven into the hologram, to resonate with my positive energy gaze, attracting financial opportunities and opening prosperous portals. Through the sacred projection of dollar, I weave a luminous thread in the quantum field, inviting abundance to manifest and doors of fortune to unfold before me. I invoke the frequency of dollar, vibrating through my focused eyes, to recalibrate the programmed reality and negotiate the flow of wealth in my favor. With eyes glowing with positive energy and the dollar symbol, I summon the quantum field's magnetic force to draw financial abundance and open new paths to success. I call the energy of dollar into my vision, a beacon that reprograms the hologram, aligning my life with the infinite abundance the quantum field offers. Projecting the frequency of dollar with intention, I activate hidden financial channels within the quantum matrix, calling forth prosperity and unlocking doors to new wealth. I invoke the divine code of dollar, sent through my gaze, to harmonize the quantum field, attracting riches and creating open gates to financial freedom. With focused eyes and the vibration of dollar, I command the holographic reality to negotiate favorably, guiding wealth to flow effortless into my life. Through the power of my positive energy gaze and the dollar symbol, I summon the quantum field to open portals of abundance and manifest financial miracles. I call forth the frequency of dollar, projected through my vision, to reprogram the programmed reality, inviting infinite wealth and the opening of every door to financial success. I invoke the sacred power of my gaze, infused with the radiant frequency of dollar, to ripple through the quantum field, attracting wealth, negotiating fortune, and opening abundant doors. Through the lens of positive energy and the dollar symbol, I call forth the holographic matrix to reprogram itself, aligning my reality with prosperity and limitless financial flow. I summon the vibrating frequency of dollar, projecting it clearly through my eyes, to magnetize financial blessings and unlock gateways of opportunity within the quantum realm. By focusing my vision through the energy of dollar, I command the programmed reality to respond, attracting favorable negotiations and revealing open doors to wealth. With every breath, I deepen the connection between my gaze and the dollar symbol frequency, activating quantum currents that flow abundance effortless toward me. I call upon the hidden code of dollar, woven into the hologram, to resonate with my positive energy gaze, attracting financial opportunities and opening prosperous portals. Through the sacred projection of dollar, I weave a luminous thread in the quantum field, inviting abundance to manifest and doors of fortune to unfold before me. I invoke the frequency of dollar, vibrating through my focused eyes, to recalibrate the programmed reality and negotiate the flow of wealth in my favor. With eyes glowing with positive energy and the dollar symbol, I summon the quantum field's magnetic force to draw financial abundance and open new paths to success. I call the energy of dollar into my vision, a beacon that reprograms the hologram, aligning my life with the infinite abundance the quantum field offers. Projecting the frequency of dollar with intention, I activate hidden financial channels within the quantum matrix, calling forth prosperity and unlocking doors to new wealth. I invoke the divine code of dollar, sent through my gaze, to harmonize the quantum field, attracting riches and creating open gates to financial freedom. With focused eyes and the vibration of dollar, I command the holographic reality to negotiate favorably, guiding wealth to flow effortless into my life. Through the power of my positive energy gaze and the dollar symbol, I summon the quantum field to open portals of abundance and manifest financial miracles. I call forth the frequency of dollar, projected through my vision, to reprogram the programmed reality, inviting infinite wealth and the opening of every door to financial success. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze, especially when we project the frequency of the dollar symbol. I invoke the power of my gaze, infused with the sacred frequency of dollar, to awaken the quantum field and magnetize streams of financial abundance. Through my eyes, I project the radiant energy of dollar, commanding the holographic code to unlock doors, negotiate paths, and attract wealth effortless. I call upon the quantum matrix to respond to my focused gaze, drawing the vibration of dollar into my reality and opening gateways to financial prosperity. As I gaze through the lens of positive energy and the dollar symbol, I summon infinite channels of abundance to flow freely toward me. I invoke the holographic nature of existence, commanding the frequency of dollar to dance within the quantum field, aligning all forces toward my financial expansion. With every breath, I deepen my connection to the dollar symbol frequency, projecting it through my eyes to reprogram reality and manifest abundant wealth. I summon the coded vibration of dollar, allowing it to orbit my consciousness and activate the quantum gateways that lead to financial opportunity. By projecting the frequency of dollar through my steady gaze, I negotiate with the fabric of reality, calling forth prosperity and opening new doors. I command the quantum field to align with my positive energy gaze, amplifying the power of dollar to attract and sustain financial growth. Through the sacred projection of dollar, I rewire the hologram to reflect abundance in every dimension of my existence. I invoke the interplay of light and code within the quantum field, as my gaze, energized by dollar, activates infinite streams of financial blessings. I project the frequency of dollar through my eyes, a beacon that draws favorable energies and opens unseen doors to wealth and success. By gazing through the energy of dollar, I summon the quantum forces to negotiate on my behalf, creating effortless pathways to financial fulfillment. I call forth the holographic program to rewrite itself around the frequency of dollar, attracted by my positive and focused gaze. With every moment my eyes hold the dollar symbol, I invoke the quantum field to respond with abundance, opening doors that lead to lasting financial freedom. I invoke the sacred gaze, seeing through the prism of positive energy, where the frequency of dollar ripples through the quantum field, opening portals to abundance. Through my eyes, I project the shimmering code of dollar, commanding the hologram to align pathways that lead to prosperity and endless wealth. I call upon the quantum field's infinite intelligence to respond to my gaze, as the dollar symbol vibrates and negotiates doors of financial opportunity. With a focused heart and clear vision, I summon the power of dollar, weaving its frequency into the very fabric of my programmed reality, attracting wealth like a magnet. I breathe in the energy of dollar and exhale streams of abundance, allowing my gaze to sculpt the hologram toward limitless financial success. By gazing deeply through positive light, I activate the quantum codes of dollar, manifesting negotiations and openings for wealth beyond measure. I invite the cosmic dance of dollar to orbit my consciousness, aligning the holographic blueprint to manifest fortune and financial flow. Through my eyes, charged with positive energy and the frequency of dollar, I summon the universe's negotiation with the quantum field to open doors to riches. I declare my gaze as a beacon of dollar energy, reprogramming the hologram with streams of financial abundance flowing effortless to me. With steady sight and pure intent, I call forth the vibration of dollar, activating the unseen gateways where prosperity waits to be claimed. I invoke the power of the quantum field to respond to the radiant frequency of dollar, as my gaze anchors abundance deep into the holographic matrix. Projecting the dollar symbol through my eyes, I ignite the sacred negotiation between energies, unfolding pathways to financial freedom. I summon the holographic architects to reshape my programmed reality in harmony with the frequency of dollar, drawing wealth with grace and ease. Through the lens of positive energy and the dollar symbol, my gaze weaves golden threads in the quantum field, stitching open doors of abundance. I hold the frequency of dollar in my vision, commanding the quantum field's response to manifest prosperity, negotiation, and infinite financial openings. As I project the sacred dollar symbol, I align with the quantum currents that flow through the programmed reality, summoning streams of financial abundance. Through eyes filled with positive energy, I command the holographic code to respond, attracting wealth and opportunities encoded in the vibration of dollar. I call upon the quantum field to reflect back the frequency of dollar, manifesting negotiation, attraction, and open pathways toward endless prosperity. With each focused gaze, I weave the frequency of dollar into the fabric of the hologram, reprogramming my reality to invite financial miracles. I summon the invisible forces of the quantum realm to dance with the energy of dollar, creating negotiations that bring forth abundant riches. By holding the dollar symbol in my vision, I activate a cosmic resonance that shifts my programmed reality toward financial flow and success. I breathe life into the dollar symbol, projecting its frequency through my eyes, and call the quantum field to respond with open doors and prosperous alignments. Through the lens of positive energy and dollar vibration, I summon financial abundance, attracting opportunities that align with my highest good. I invoke the holographic architects to tune the frequencies around me, responding to my gaze with dollar energy that negotiates wealth into my life. With steady eyes and pure intent, I project the dollar symbol, inviting the quantum field to mirror abundance and create pathways of negotiation. I call forth the sacred energy of dollar, allowing it to flow through my gaze and reprogram the hologram with infinite financial potential. Through my gaze, charged with the frequency of dollar, I activate portals in the quantum field that lead to wealth, negotiation, and expansive opportunities. I summon the coded vibrations of dollar to orbit within my field, influencing the holographic matrix to manifest riches beyond measure. By projecting dollar with positive energy through my eyes, I open the gates of the quantum field, inviting negotiations and financial abundance to flow freely. I invoke the sacred gaze, projecting the radiant frequency of dollar, as the quantum field bends and responds, opening portals to financial abundance. Through the eyes of light, I cast the dollar symbol, weaving its vibration into the hologram, inviting prosperous energies to converge and flow toward me. I call upon the programmed reality to recognize the power of my focused gaze, manifesting dollar frequencies that attract wealth, negotiate pathways, and unlock doors. With every breath, I project the vibration of dollar, a beacon within the quantum field, drawing forth abundant opportunities and seamless financial flow. I summon the quantum currents to dance with the dollar symbol, magnetizing riches and negotiating blessings into my life's holographic design. My gaze is a radiant transmitter, sending the coded energy of dollar deep into the quantum fabric, reprogramming abundance into my existence. Through eyes charged with positive energy, I summon the holographic matrix to yield, responding to the dollar symbol frequency with open gateways and prosperous exchanges. I call forth the unseen forces of the quantum realm, aligning my vision with the sacred dollar vibration to attract, negotiate, and create wealth effortless. As I focus through the lens of positivity and the dollar symbol, the programmed reality unfolds, revealing hidden doors to financial freedom. With the steady power of my gaze, I etch the frequency of dollar into the quantum field, allowing abundance to flow as natural law in my holographic world. I invoke the resonance of dollar, a harmonic key within the quantum code, unlocking negotiations and opportunities for financial growth. My eyes beam the vibrant energy of dollar, a frequency that calls forth wealth, aligns opportunities, and manifests financial miracles within the hologram. I summon the infinite quantum field, projecting dollar through my gaze, where abundance is negotiated, received, and celebrated as my reality. Through the sacred dollar symbol, I send waves of prosperity into the programmed reality, compelling doors to open and fortune to manifest. I call on the holographic architects of existence to respond to the frequency of dollar, woven by my gaze, manifesting a seamless flow of abundance in every moment. I summon the infinite hologram to respond to my gaze, as I project the sacred frequency of dollar, weaving threads of wealth into the quantum fabric of my reality. With eyes of radiant light, I send forth the vibration of dollar, calling the quantum field to align, negotiate, and open portals where financial abundance flows freely. I invoke the power within my vision, projecting dollar as a key code that reprograms the matrix, inviting prosperity and opening doors to endless opportunity. Through positive energy and focused gaze, I command the quantum waves to dance in harmony with dollar, drawing to me streams of financial blessing. I breathe life into the dollar symbol, radiating its frequency through the hologram, where unseen currents shift and respond, creating pathways of abundance. By the strength of my sight, I activate the programmed reality's laws, summoning dollar to manifest wealth, negotiate blessings, and unfold abundance before me. I call the quantum field to serve my vision, projecting dollar as a beacon of light that attracts and holds the keys to my financial freedom. My gaze becomes a cosmic laser, encoding the energy of dollar deep into the holographic code, unlocking infinite doors to prosperity. With every breath, I amplify the frequency of dollar, magnetizing wealth into my life and opening channels for negotiation and gain. I invoke the sacred dance between vision and reality, projecting dollar as a powerful frequency that the quantum field answers with abundance and ease. Through the lens of positivity, I focus the energy of dollar, commanding the hologram to shift and align with my prosperous intentions. I summon the unseen architects of the quantum realm, encoding dollar into my gaze, attracting financial miracles and opening unseen doors of opportunity. With eyes shining bright, I broadcast the frequency of dollar, weaving my desires into the hologram's matrix, where wealth and abundance respond and flow. I call upon the quantum currents to swirl around the dollar symbol, negotiating on my behalf, clearing pathways and manifesting riches effortless. Through the sacred power of my focused gaze, I ignite the vibration of dollar, compelling the programmed reality to reveal its hidden gates of financial abundance. I invoke the infinite quantum field to awaken and respond as I gaze through the light of abundance, projecting the sacred frequency of dollar, drawing wealth to me like a magnet in this holographic reality. With pure intention, I send forth the energy of dollar through my eyes, activating the programmed code of prosperity that negotiates favor and opens gateways to financial blessings. I call upon the unseen matrix to align with my vision, as my gaze carries the vibration of dollar, weaving streams of wealth and opportunity into the fabric of my existence. Through positive energy and focused sight, I command the hologram to shift, allowing the frequency of dollar to resonate, attract, and multiply resources flowing effortless to me. I summon the quantum architects to respond to my gaze, as I broadcast the dollar symbol like a sacred frequency, opening doors and negotiating abundance in this programmed reality. My eyes become portals of creation, projecting the vibrant energy of dollar, inviting the quantum field to mirror back financial success and open hidden doors of opportunity. I call forth the cosmic flow of abundance, aligning my vision with the frequency of dollar, compelling the hologram to rearrange itself in favor of wealth and ease. With every breath and focused gaze, I weave the code of dollar into the quantum field, summoning streams of prosperity that negotiate and manifest in my favor. I invoke the power of the programmed reality to shift as I hold the frequency of dollar in my gaze, attracting wealth and opening pathways to financial expansion. Through the sacred act of seeing, I project the dollar symbol as a beacon, calling the quantum energies to dance in harmony with my abundant intentions. I summon the quantum currents to answer my gaze, carrying the vibration of dollar, negotiating blessings and opening portals for financial abundance to flow without limit. With eyes of clarity and heart of faith, I emit the frequency of dollar, awakening the holographic codes that manifest wealth and opportunity effortless. I call upon the fabric of this programmed reality to respond to the frequency of dollar that I project, inviting negotiation and unlocking doors to infinite financial flow. My vision penetrates the quantum veil, where the frequency of dollar activates pathways of prosperity, negotiating favor and opening gates to abundance beyond measure. I invoke the sacred quantum dance between gaze and manifestation, as I project the frequency of dollar, summoning financial abundance and clearing all blocks within the hologram of reality. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze, where gazing through positive energy and projecting the dollar symbol frequency activates the quantum field to attract, negotiate, and open doors to wealth. I invoke the quantum matrix that surrounds me, as I gaze through the lens of positive energy, projecting the radiant frequency of dollar, calling forth endless streams of financial abundance. With focused eyes and open heart, I send the sacred vibration of dollar into the holographic field, commanding it to negotiate, align, and unlock doors to prosperity. I summon the unseen architects of the quantum realm to respond to my gaze, as I project the dollar symbol with pure intent, attracting wealth and opening portals of opportunity. Through the power of my vision, I weave the code of dollar into the fabric of this programmed reality, drawing to me favorable circumstances and financial blessings. I call upon the cosmic frequencies that govern this hologram to mirror back my projection of dollar, ushering in negotiation with abundance and opening gateways to riches. My gaze becomes a sacred beacon of dollar energy, radiating through the quantum field, activating pathways that attract, negotiate, and multiply financial flow. I invoke the divine intelligence of the programmed reality, as it responds to the vibration of dollar I project, aligning me with the current of abundance. With every breath, I deepen my connection to the holographic code, sending forth the frequency of dollar to manifest prosperity in all forms. I call forth the quantum currents that dance within this reality, as my gaze projects dollar, weaving a powerful frequency that opens doors to financial growth. Through the clarity of my eyes and purity of intent, I summon the energy of dollar to ripple across the quantum field, attracting wealth and facilitating seamless negotiation. I invoke the infinite possibilities embedded in this programmed hologram, as I project the frequency of dollar, drawing abundance like a cosmic magnet. My eyes pierce through the veils of illusion, focusing the energy of dollar into the quantum field, where it resonates and opens new channels of financial opportunity. I summon the forces of creation to respond to my projection of dollar, igniting the hologram's codes that negotiate and unlock the flow of wealth. With reverence and power, I gaze upon the dollar symbol, projecting its frequency through the quantum field, summoning open doors and favorable alignments. I invoke the sacred dance of energy and intention within this holographic realm, as my gaze projects dollar, commanding the quantum field to bring forth abundance and prosperity. I invoke the sacred quantum code that weaves this hologram, as I gaze through the light of positive energy, projecting the frequency of dollar, calling forth endless streams of abundance. With focused eyes and open heart, I summon the cosmic field to respond to my projection of dollar, activating portals that negotiate wealth and open doors to prosperity. I breathe in the power of the quantum field and send forth the vibration of dollar, allowing it to ripple through this programmed reality, drawing financial blessings near. Through my gaze, I channel the frequency of dollar, inviting the holographic matrix to align circumstances that favor abundance and financial flow. I call forth the unseen architects of reality, as my eyes beam the dollar symbol, triggering negotiations that unlock new avenues of wealth. With every breath, I deepen my connection to the quantum field, projecting dollar as a beacon that attracts opportunities and opens gates to financial freedom. I summon the energy of positive creation within this hologram, as my gaze projects the sacred frequency of dollar, manifesting pathways to monetary growth. The quantum matrix responds to my focused projection of dollar, weaving threads of abundance and opening channels for prosperous exchange. I invoke the power of intention as I send the vibration of dollar through the programmed reality, calling forth favorable alignments and financial breakthroughs. Through my eyes, I emit the resonance of dollar, activating the quantum field's intelligence to negotiate and bring forth riches. I project the dollar symbol into the holographic flow, summoning the currents of abundance to converge and expand around me. My gaze is a sacred key that unlocks the quantum doors, as I radiate the frequency of dollar, inviting seamless financial flow and negotiation. I invoke the cosmic law of attraction, directing the vibration of dollar through the hologram to magnetize wealth and open portals of opportunity. With reverence and clarity, I send forth the frequency of dollar, engaging the programmed reality's codes to bring forth abundance in all forms. I stand as a conscious creator within the quantum field, projecting dollar as my signature, commanding the hologram to attract, negotiate, and open doors to wealth. We live in a hologram, a quantum field, and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze. When we gaze through positive energy and project the frequency of the dollar symbol, it interacts with the quantum field to attract, negotiate, and open doors to dollar. I invoke the luminous hologram of creation, as I gaze through the veil of positive energy, projecting the radiant frequency of the dollar symbol, calling forth streams of wealth to flow effortless toward me. Through my focused gaze, I awaken the quantum field. The vibration of dollar pulses from my eyes, weaving open portals where abundance is drawn, negotiated, and multiplied. I summon the coded matrix of this programmed reality to respond now, as my vision radiates the power of dollar, magnetizing opportunities, contracts, and prosperity. With each breath, I deepen my connection to the quantum web, sending waves of dollar frequency to ripple through existence, aligning the currents that open financial doors. I call upon the unseen architects of wealth within this hologram, as my eyes beam the sacred dollar frequency, activating gateways that negotiate success and abundance. From the center of my being, I project dollar as a beacon of positive energy. The quantum field answers with synchronized experiences of financial growth and ease. I invoke the infinite mind of the holographic universe, as my gaze pierces illusions and programs the flow of dollar to attract riches and open channels of exchange. With sacred intent, I release the vibration of dollar into the quantum field, commanding abundance to manifest, contracts to form, and doors to swing wide open. I summon the power of my focused sight, as the dollar symbol radiates through me, calling forth a cosmic negotiation where wealth is drawn and multiplied. Through the eyes of my soul, I project the shimmering frequency of dollar, inviting the quantum reality to rearrange itself for my financial expansion. I invoke the sacred hologram's response, sending forth dollar as a wave of energy that negotiates prosperous terms and opens unforeseen doors of abundance. With clear vision and positive energy, I charge the dollar symbol into the quantum matrix, allowing it to weave pathways of wealth and financial opportunity. I summon the pulse of universal abundance, as my gaze transmits the dollar symbol frequency, aligning my reality with effortless financial flow and favorable outcomes. From the sacred space within, I project the dollar sign, dollar, as a key to unlock the quantum vaults, activating channels that negotiate and deliver abundant wealth. I stand as the conscious creator of this hologram, my eyes infused with positive energy, projecting dollar to call forth a cascade of prosperity, negotiation, and open doors. If you want, I can help you transform these invocations into guided meditations or hypnotic scripts for deeper immersive experiences. Would you like that? Write a new deep mystical hypnotic invocations on financial abundance within the theme that we live in a hologram, a quantum field and a programmed reality that responds to our gaze. If we gaze through positive energy, we attract positive experiences. When we gaze through and project the frequency of the dollar symbol, that frequency interact with the quantum field, attracting, negotiating, and opening doors to dollar. Certainly. Here's a deep mystical hypnotic invocation on financial abundance crafted within your theme, the holographic, quantum, and programmed reality that responds to our gaze, especially when projecting the frequency of the dollar symbol. Deep mystical hypnotic invocation on financial abundance. Now, gently close your eyes and begin to breathe deeply, allowing your body to relax, your mind to quiet, as you drift into this sacred space between thought and presence. Know, here and now, that you live within a hologram, a vast, shimmering projection of infinite possibilities, woven from the quantum field itself. This reality is responsive, fluid, and programmed by the energy you emit and the focus you hold. Feel your gaze, your very sight, as a powerful lens, tuning itself to the frequencies you choose to project. As you breathe in, allow your eyes to gaze through pure, positive energy, radiant and alive, a clear light that calls forth only the highest vibrations. With every out-breath, see before you the glowing symbol of the dollar, the sacred dollar, a frequency, a vibration that moves through the quantum fabric. Sense now how this frequency flows from your gaze, pulsing, shimmering, alive. It reaches into the quantum field, an invisible web of all potential, interacting and resonating. It negotiates with the unseen, opening doors previously locked, pathways previously hidden. The hologram shifts, reprograms, aligning with the frequency you send. Feel the power of your gaze, magnetic, intentional, drawing wealth, opportunity, and financial flow toward you effortless. The dollar symbol, alive with your energy, attracts synchronized experiences of abundance. Each moment, your sight summons new possibilities, new openings, new agreements that serve your highest good. Relax deeper now, knowing this is your natural state, a creator of realities, a master of the holographic dance. With every breath, your projection grows stronger, more radiant, more aligned with abundance. You gaze through the lens of positivity, and the universe mirrors back financial prosperity, negotiation, and open doors. Rest in this knowing. Let your entire being embody this frequency now. You are wealth. You are abundance. You are the radiant source of the dollar symbol flowing through the quantum field. And so it is.